Nice.
It's like Pallet Town theme tune, if you remember.
No.
Well,
my Game Boy
well,
was
it
always
is.
quiet to keep the
Well, it is.
the
Not knowing your
battery
parents.
life lock.
Oh yeah, I tried playing my Game Boy Color the other day. I've been playing a lot of Nintendo DS.
Right.
I tried playing my Game Boy, I just couldn't do it. I can't see anything. It's dark.
It's
No
mad,
backlight,
isn't it?
no front light, no backlight. I was like, how did I play this when I was a child? Because that's why I always used to hold it so close to my screen.
Exactly. Basically, you squinted.
Yeah.
And anyone now that has like eyesight problem probably was a gamer in the 90s.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I'm very lucky that I don't have any. Touch wood. Let's hope it stays that way. But I'm very surprised I don't.
Yeah, lucky you.
Hey, welcome, everyone. Thank you much to the host, Mr. Sundays. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in today, you absolute lad. How's everyone else doing today? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling Gucci. It's the Monday 40k show. Yeah, welcome back, Cappy Chaos. Thanks to the host. It's the Monday 40k show. This is my actually 8th day of streaming in a row, every day, at 6 p.m. This is day number 8, and probably the final day. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. Thanks to the host, Jake 2 pence. Really appreciate it. I'm joined by the lovely Jay. How's it going?
You say I'm lovely every week, and I'm trying to work out if it's like vain hope that I've become lovely, or if you're seeing something that I'm not. You know, and I'm going to choose to take it in that way. That
I'm just overly polite. What can I say?
You are not overly polite. You are at times barely polite. I'm good.
Good. I'm joined by the lovely Jay from Mohawk Miniatures. Make sure you go check out his channel. !Mohawk if you want to find it. And we're going to be doing the 40k show today. We stream every single Monday at 6 p.m. UK time. If you're tuning in, well, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're not tuned in yet, then you've not heard me say that. But it's every single Monday.
If you're watching the VOD back, thanks for watching about the VOD, and I'm talking to you from the past.
Yes. Oh, Des said I streamed Sunday morning last week as well as this week. Well, the week just gone. So this is actually day number 9. This is day number 9. Oh my god.
You've become day 9.
I am a streamer now. I'm an epic Twitch streamer. Sadly, the stream streak, the day 9, the 9 days of streaming every day will be coming to an end today. But
that just sounds like you're part-time in it now.
Well, the thing is, the problem I've had is that whenever I'm streaming in the afternoon, I can't concentrate on anything during the day because I'm like, oh shit, what time is it? Oh shit, what time is it? If I was streaming at like you stream at 9, don't you? You know, if I was streaming at like that time,
a lot of daytime.
Yeah, you've got a lot of daytime. When it's like, oh, I've got to go prepare at 5. It's like, oh, okay, what should I do today? I'm going to start editing. Oh, if I start editing, then I'll have to stop. And
that's a hard one.
You know, like when I'm editing, I like to get into a groove, you know, and I'll like start editing, and then I won't stop, you know.
Yeah, I do all my editing one day, and that means that I've literally got that day. So
yeah,
everything has to be done. And I kind of like you kind of get into a groove. But for me, it's not like, oh, we're going to stop this when it's done. It's I've got this much time to do it, and it's done.
So like in my routine is like I'll get up at like 8:30, get a shower and stuff like that, and then I'll paint for a couple of hours. I'll probably paint until like 11 or 12. So then I'm like, okay.
So far, a day is sounding similar, you know.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, okay, now it's time to edit. But if I'm streaming at 5, I can't edit in 5 hours. I'm not gonna. I'll open Premiere Pro. It'll crash once, and then I'll be done.
I've never had my Premiere Pro crash. Although I once have had it randomly change the encoding format.
Yeah.
Of my video, which made my video look completely crap.
So it's like I'll open.
I didn't know why that happened.
I'll run some Premiere Pro and it'll crash for some reason, and then I'll be like, right, okay, what did I achieve today? Absolutely nothing. So I haven't edited properly in the past week, so I'm gonna have to call the stream streak to an end. The 9 days for 9th edition, let's call it.
Well, you just confirmed 10 days of 10th.
When 10th comes out, I'll stream for 10 days in a row. Why not?
Someone clip that.
Yeah, why not?
Enough of your
it, and
I'll do
it. I'll do it. It doesn't involve. It just involves me sitting in front of the computer and talking. So, but I've had a lovely time streaming every day, which has been great. So thank you everyone who's tuned in. Obviously, we had Warhammer Fest last week, which is fantastic. Very much, lots of fun.
Yeah. I'm going to say this was more fun than the last time I actually attended Warhammer Fest.
Yeah, I liked that they spread it out because it gave me free content for a whole week. which is great. I didn't have to edit for a whole week.
What do you think about Sisters of Battle?
Yeah, cool.
They're great.
Great, love it. Awesome. Right, see you tomorrow, boys.
Yeah.
But what I will say is all the streams that are up on YouTube right now will become unlisted at the end of this stream. So if you want to find them, you can find them on our playlists channel. Well, the playlist tab on YouTube, and go to live streams because they're clogging up my feed, let's call it. Lots of like hour streams that people won't be looking at anymore because Warhammer Fest is done. But it was good fun. We saw AOS 3, which has been great. I've been painting today. I painted a Lord of Blights for Maggot King of Nurgle.
I did see. I saw it on your Instagram.
As
always, when I see something on Instagram, double tap.
Double tap. Yeah, there it is. Tap. We finished him. I bought him Saturday morning, and now it's finished. That's pretty quick.
Nice. Yeah, it's not bad, dude.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. Did some weathering, did a little bit more. So if you remember, I painted the Possessed a couple of months ago. I went a little bit further on this guy, but the same scheme to make them match. He's pretty cool. He's pretty bonkers at the minute. Because there's no...
I do like these minis. Like overall, I think they've got a lot of character to them. Which
the mini's really good. Really, really cool. But also, he's pretty bonkers because he can choose any Nurgle unit, and if it's over 20 models, make it -2 to hit and shooting and -1 in combat. And you put that
in Sigma.
In Sigma, yeah. And then put it on Plague Bearers, which are already -2 from shooting and -1 in combat. Got -4 to hit Plague Bearers, everyone. Hooray!
Oh, it's not the most fun thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, no. Actually, I think dying of syphilis would be slightly more fun than that.
Yeah, I think so. So he's fun.
And thematic.
You know? Yeah. I imagine in AOS 3, they're probably going to like can in modifiers. Like
I reckon they might cap them to like -1 a piece. Yeah, I reckon that might.
That would make the most sense. If they didn't, I'd be very surprised.
It's definitely a part of 40k that I have actually enjoyed quite a lot because non-interaction is just bad for the game.
Yeah,
and so anyone that remembers the good old days of. We won't even use the Lord Discordant, the -4 to hit Lord Discordant. We won't use that as an example. But the good old days of here's my 6 Eldar flyers.
Which you can.
That was just an awful game. Like, I'm gonna shoot at that one. All right, cool. I'm lightning fast. I'm this far away.
Yeah, you can't hit me now. Rip. Yeah, for sure. Correct. Mikey, you made Warhammer Fest worth happening in the first place. Thank you, mate. I might ask Tom, if Tom's watching, to go through every stream and do like a montage. It's only like 9 hours of content or something. I'm sure it'd be fine. If we can have that by tomorrow morning, please, Tom. Appreciate it. I don't think he's watching. It's a good job he's not.
To edit together as well, because all you really need to focus on is
the first 5 minutes.
Mikey turning blue in the hot tub. I say hot tub in a very loose sense of the word.
Oh, mate, it was so cold. It was so
Have your testicles
cold.
Descended down from the warmth of inside you yet?
Yes.
Oh,
good. I had to layer them out by getting like a steaming bowl of water and holding it between my legs for a little bit.
Nice.
That led them back.
10th of May 2021, Mikey's balls have finally dropped.
Again.
Oh!
Again.
There you are.
Yeah, easy done. You know,
that was the Warhammer reveal that nobody wanted to see.
But how's it going, everyone? Let's say hello to everyone. We're going to talk about some cool things today. 2 topics we have initially. We will lure you in. We'll give you the hook. This is the hook. Are you ready, everyone? We're going to talk about. We are actually going to talk about maths in Warhammer because there was a funny article. Or actually, 2 funny articles. On Competitive 4K, the Facebook group, #free content. They were talking about Pythagoras charges, basically, using Pythagoras when deep striking to get some funky charges off.
Yeah.
Which is fun. And we're also going to talk about the UKTC, or UK Tournament Circuit.
Right.
So that's the
big news for anyone in the UK.
Yeah, so that's what we've kind of got planned today. If that fully doesn't go ahead because something else comes up, that's fine. But that's what we're going to be probably focusing on today. If you've got some other interesting topics in the chat, then make sure you let us know. I'm going to go through the chat and say hello to everyone. Don't need to feel left out. I can see people saying hello. I want to come in and say hello. Who we got? We got Russ, we got Brian, we got Dan, we got Mr. Gumbalina. How's it going? We got Ginger Steve. Hello. We got Rich Beeden. Hello. We got Steve Bonner on both Twitch and YouTube, being a legend.
Hey.
How's it going, Neil? We do enjoy a good Iron Within. Out of context, I've got no idea what you're on about. But welcome, Neil. How's it going?
Absolute legend. I think he was talking about your boys.
Must have been.
I'm not sure why they're made of iron.
On the 9th day of streaming, my Mikey gave to me a solid 40k meme. I did, probably did.
I think Gumbalina probably gave you the solid 40k meme.
Yeah, literally. The banger meme I had yesterday was all mine. If everyone saw my Twitter account, 3,000 likes. Let's go, gamers. That was all me, which I stole. Just reformatted it to make it Warhammer.
It's just the way the internet works.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Yoink and Twist.
There's no original idea anymore.
There's no original idea now.
We've all been done.
Nathan says, I was disappointed I didn't get invited to co-host the maths lesson stream from an actual secondary school maths teacher. Well, maybe you can help out when we go on to it. Because I remember, the old hypotenuse. Georgie said that earlier, so I stole it.
It's not as much as you know about Pythagoras, because this is going to be a long night for me if it is.
I did A-level maths. I think I'm all right with maths.
Same.
I think I'm all right. Okay. I'm memeing. I found Warhammer Fest a bit crap, but it was issues with how they showed stuff rather than what they showed. Interesting, Rich. No, I thought
What, you mean you didn't like the fact it was on the internet?
Yeah, they dragged it out a little bit, but it's like fair enough,
Yeah.
I mean,
I did start the week by saying that it's very, very difficult to fill a weekend with the stuff they normally reveal.
Yeah, exactly.
Let alone a week.
Look, I respect the hustle, They had people tuning in every single day. You can get annoyed. There's a lot of people who are annoyed about the fact that they didn't show off Horus Heresy 2 or Battlefleet Gothic because, they should have just told the fans. It's disrespectful, but all at the same time, it's
no, it's not disrespectful.
It's
get a life.
If you were let down by your own expectations, then maybe there's an issue there, because it's a marketing ploy, and they got people to tune into every single day. They had 30,000 people watching every single day. That's a plus. That's a win. And all those people talking all subscribed. Woo. Woo.
If you want Games Workshop, this is flat out God's honest truth. If you want GW,
Crazy Ant, sorry, Yoink and Twist,
more reveals for things like Horus Heresy, you need to get more people playing it. So if you play Horus Heresy,
there's also
basically go and get more mates. And then get them into it as well.
Yeah.
And then it will happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Twitch, you get stuff coming out pretty regularly, let's be fair. There's a lot of Horus Heresy content. You've got all of the Legions getting their Praetors and then Terminators and special veteran squads and all that.
Yeah.
They come out somewhere regularly.
They're just desperate for a new rule set, aren't they? Shout out to Crazy Young. I see that Ludwig 7. I respect it. Did you see that? I was on a Ludwig video. I spoke about it yesterday, but I was on Ludwig's live stream and then video about my video, which is fun. Which is nice. He told me I did a successful Yoink and Twist. And then...
this is good.
And then, so now I'm trying to find more. I wrote down my note. I've got my Lud's life lessons on the wall, or the Triple L. I wrote down all of his advice, which was nice. So that was fun. Who else we got? Who we got on Twitch? We've got Mr. Jake 2 Pence. How's it going? We've got Zidane. Hello. We've got Still Unsure. Mr. Sundez. We've got Melees. Don't forget, if you want to host, !host or !host, please. I fixed a lot of the commands this week.
Nice.
Gypsy Danger. Hello. How's it going?
Yes, love a bit of Gypsy Danger.
Love that. So yeah, I fixed a lot of the commands, so you might be able to find a few more. !Prime, for example, on both platforms tells you how to leak your Twitch account. So maybe you should look at that if you've got Amazon Prime. Maybe, I don't know.
Clever.
Hey, Tickety Tonk, how's it going? And Science Pie, how's it going, buddy? I appreciate you said hello 3 times. I apologize, I missed it. We've also fixed the Discord. We have fixed Mr. Jake's 2 Pence. Absolute best mod on Discord this week. Gets the Employee of the Month award. Because he fixed the reaction roles in Discord, so now it actually works, and you got every faction, so you can click which one you want. Hey, Tickety Tonk, how's it going? Which is great. It actually works. So,
I did do that. I am definitely a Knights player.
But yeah, so before, like, I just had like random emotes which are just like Discord defaults.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, what looks like thousand? What's all like Death Guard? Oh, there's a germ there, that'll do. But Jake.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But Jake's added all custom emotes for every single faction, and then we fixed it so there's actually every single faction because we were missing Tau. Because there's actually one.
Yeah, but nobody wants to like actually admit to the fact that they're a TIE player.
If you wanted, I don't know if you want to, Jay, but if you wanted to add reaction rolls, thanks for the follow. And you want to do it, you have to do multiple messages because there's one emote short to have every 40k faction in reaction rolls.
Oh.
Discord can't handle, like, there's one short. I don't know how many it is. Let's say it's 25. There's 26 factions, for example.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for following 9 Life. Still in
this
short,
is why
I don't.
40k needs to stop releasing new stuff.
It's true. They need to.
Can't handle it.
It's terrible.
No new releases.
We have to have three messages to do it to handle it, but it worked. It worked. So !point Discord to join. All there's a link in the description.
Also, well done to Jake's 2 pence for his sterling work.
Exactly. Yeah, Employer of the Month. So we take a drink.
I like how you've already awarded Employee of the Month, and we're like 10 days in as well. That's clearly a sign of just how good your work was there, Mr. Jake's 2 pence.
Got
a month's worth out of it.
Yeah, not that I would like discredit what he's done because it's very good for the Discord. Absolutely excellent. But also, I asked the mods to do literally nothing except for delete spam. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then we've had one bot come in the past week, which I dealt with, and then Jake did that. So I don't think unless they like come up with an absolute belter of a meme, I have to like take away Employee of the Month and give it back to someone else. I think he's all right.
Who was the last Employee of the Month, and what did they deserve it? Was it
they didn't do anything, so it was me by default.
Yeah.
I awarded myself an extra cup of coffee that day. It was excellent.
Wow.
Well, I'm the boss, so I don't have to give myself anything.
Kept it restrained. You're still living in the real world.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is good.
Whereas if it was like someone else, I'd have to get them something nice. But since it was myself, I was quite happy with an extra cup of coffee.
Hey, I'd be pretty happy if someone just randomly turned up and like, you know what, you've been working real hard, bro.
Here's a coffee. Well, yeah. You have to make it yourself. Hey. It's in the pot in the kitchen, but go for it.
Well, I mean, that's less of a prize, admittedly. Yeah. It's like winning Games Workshop models, some assembly required.
Yeah, exactly.
Same deal.
Dino Geek, hello. And Creamy Rowboat knows no more reveals. That's it now. We did 7 reveals. 7 days of 7 reveals.
Maybe with you in leggings, we nearly had an 8th reveal. I don't know.
Yeah. Showed off my new army, my Custodes army, which was very fun to play yesterday. The Twitch chat, the chat helped me build the list, which is great. Ooh, and by build the list, I mean I'd already wrote the list. I just didn't know what relics to use, which is cool.
I'm with you.
Which is cool. And I played it against Tom yesterday. That'll come up on the channel in a couple of weeks. Nice. And now we're just back to 40k show every single Monday. So have you seen the new rules for the Nundam that someone's asked about? Have you seen the Nundam rules?
I have not. Are they on Warhammer Community?
They are on Warhammer Community for Morvan Val. What do you think to Morvan Val, the gold sister that we saw on Tuesday? What do you reckon?
So this is the first one of the Nundams. This is the Nundam Superior.
Yeah.
Definitely the Superior Nundam. That I've actually liked is the only one I like because the rest of them look like, I've said this on stream a few times, that bit in Iron Man
hey, thanks for following.
2 where the hammer tech guy is trying to steal his technology and he does a demonstration and the suit moves and the pilot gets snapped in half. The normal Nundam suits look like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't. She looks like she fits and belongs.
Yeah, I think the cloth hides a lot of the.
Really
it hides the issue with technically this wouldn't work that they've got.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, it would work if we were all capable of doing nothing but the splits all day long.
Yeah.
But I really like this model. I think it looks sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's big. It's chunky. I mean, Barak would love it. He'd be all over the thickness.
You mean he'd be like, he loves it when it's big and thick?
He does love it when it's big and thick. Yeah,
he does. Yeah, I love that button.
But I do like it.
Yeah, it's got some rules now, Jay. Well, it's got a sliver of rules. So, Morvan Val moves 8. She's BS and web skill 2. She's strength and toughness 5 with 8 wounds, with 5 attacks, leads at 9 and 2 up save. That's pretty boss. A pretty good stat line. almost Gulliman
I like the 8 wounds.
Yeah.
8 wounds is good. Solid position for a character to be in. Hits and wounds on 2s is kind of a no-brainer. Sorry, hits on 2s is a no-brainer because all of her normal stuff hits on 3s, and so she has to be better than that.
Yeah.
Strength 5 is interesting.
Strength and toughness 5. To say a normal sister is T4, T3, and strength 3. So the suit is like super mechanized, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely Gypsy Danger vibes coming in. That is the thing for the Pacific Rim, right?
Although Cherno Alpha, really, which is the one with the Russian pilots, because she looks more like a Cherno Alpha pilot to me. 2-up save is good, but then it gets even more interesting.
Yeah, so she has the Purgator Mirabilis Warsuit, which is what she's walking in, a big gold thing, the Helverin, which gives her a 4+ in run, and she ignores mortal wounds on a 4+. Excellent, that's pretty boss. And she also halves damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
She's Bride of Abaddon.
Yeah, she is. What is he? Calgar? Calgar has that too.
Yeah. Woo. So yeah, that half damage thing is pretty tasty because
really
let's be fair, you're only really gonna get a shot at this lady in close combat 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. With her being a character with less than 9,
can make it harder. Unless you're a Blood Angel, and then it's kind of still right. But that half damage,
it's good. She's also pretty good in combat because
you half the damage characteristic of that attack rounding up. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's pretty generic wording.
Long way round. 3 to 2 instead of 3 to 1.
Yeah, she's pretty good in combat as well. She gets 10 strength 5 -2 1 damage attacks, or 5 strength 8 -3 3 damage attacks. That does mortal wounds on 6s. So it's a Thunderhammer.
Yeah.
With no minus to hit.
Better than a Thunderhammer. Thunderhammer's at AP2 now, aren't they?
This is true. Gabriel, it's basically Gabriel Angelos' weapon, but no -1 hit. Just saying.
She looks about as pretty as Gabe as well. So, they're both ballers.
Yeah. She's also got a missile launcher, which is great. It's basically two
Paragon missile launcher.
It's 2 missile launchers, which is great. Really good.
I like how it's 2 little garden statues as well, the missile launchers. You've got these 2 little things that you could probably easily see on the side of a pool or a little fountain in your garden, except they fire missiles.
Yeah, exactly. So she's got that. And then she's got reroll hit and wound rolls of 1 if you core within 6. So Trajan Valoris, but for core.
Yeah, at least it's only core.
Yeah,
because otherwise she'd be getting a...
It makes sense, because I think everything's going to be going the core way now.
Just do it to herself anyway.
Can you imagine?
She's chapter master more than Val.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So in a command phase, you can select a friendly unit, which is a character or core, within 6 inches. Yeah. You can re-roll the hit and wound.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hit and wound? What?
She's chapter master more than the rest of the chapter master. That's what she is.
Hey, that's a follow. What the hell?
Yeah, it's a bit of a beast. So, and this is just when that unit makes an attack as well. So it's close combat and it's ranged.
It's either.
Which means things that are already dangerous units. So Repentia, the Dominion squads, all that. I'm kind of looking at you here.
I was like, oh yeah, reroll hits. That's pretty boss. What the?
Yeah. So,
wow,
she's pretty tasty. Now, I'm assuming. I mean, we're looking at the stat line, right? And the stat line isn't Bobby G. Okay?
No,
it's just not. But it is
she's
not
tough.
that far off.
So
I'm assuming this woman's going to be something like 160 points because Games Workshop.
Buy me, please, buy me.
Wow, I'm thinking maybe 250 points.
Yeah, that's really good. Really good. Oh man, hits and wounds.
The Prioris missile.
No chill.
2 shots as a crack missile.
Yeah,
hitting on 2s.
Yeah,
rerolling wounds.
If you put it on yourself,
yeah, that's not terrible. I noticed how it doesn't say blast on the like the frag shot, so hopefully that
I imagine
won't get blast because that could be horrendous if it did.
Yeah, I imagine the blast is just because it's a special. Yeah, it's like a keyword at the end, right? And it's not showing anything like that.
It's basically a frag missile, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, I've got a sneeze coming.
It's all right. Go for it. But yeah, I think this is. She's going to be a Supreme Commander.
Yeah, she's a
Supreme. Pretty sure Commander. They said that specifically. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and know that a Supreme Commander is every bit ready to lay down her life and all that sort of stuff. I do hope she comes with a helmeted head because I still dislike the.
You'll be able to swap it in there, I imagine, if not.
Yeah. Overall, great mini. Pretty goddamn tough on the table.
Cool mini.
Definitely almost certainly an auto include in your sister's army.
Depending on how many points she is, yeah.
You have to wait to see. Well, I was thinking more like what warlord trait she has to have. Because that's always the thing, isn't it? When you've got a Supreme Commander, they have to be your warlord.
Yeah.
And we all know there's some warlord traits that are good and some that are a bit gash.
The thing is, though, along with this,
always want them.
Every codex so far has a strat to say, like, just choose another guy to give them a warlord trait. So even if she is the warlord, you could probably still get that warlord trait on someone else.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But if it's one of those things, like, if her warlord trait is something that's terrible, which is unlikely to be because, please buy.
Yeah.
Then it's a very much of a detriment to have her in your army at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
But she looks good. She's got good stats. I'm assuming that the Nundums, based on this, will also be Strength and Toughness 5.
Yeah, probably what do you reckon? Like 5 wounds each? 4 wounds each? 2 wounds each? Nah. 6 wounds each?
Let's see.
I reckon 5.
What are the mortar factors?
I have no idea. I can look at my phone.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure they're T5. And I'm half sure they've got 5 or 6 wounds. I can't remember. I've only played against them once. And they weren't on the table for as long as the operator wanted them to be, unfortunately.
Mortifier. And Mortifier has 5 wounds at T5.
5 wounds. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking this is going to lie as well.
Ooh, interesting. What do you guys think, chat? I'm going to have a quick catch up to it, see what you guys have said.
She's definitely more than just a normal Nundum.
More than.
Yeah.
Des, I never got that email from me about AOS. People thinking Warhammer Fest was still going got angry at Mikey for showing his army. Yeah, they did get angry yesterday. But it's just like, I can't believe
no way.
Why are you clickbaiting? Is it? It's just like, what are you on about? What are you on about, bro?
Oh my god.
Like, bruh, Warhammer Fest was 6 days, and my thumbnail has nothing to do with Warhammer Fest. So, again, you were let down by your own expectations, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Well, they're the ones that wanted the Horse Heresy reveals.
Yeah, exactly. Quick maths. If Mikey pushes Valrak down the stairs and he has to spend a month in hospital, how many more views does Mikey live streams get? 10-fold. That's what I'll say.
more than a lot.
Yeah. Hey, Antonio Deep from Deep Games. How's it going, bro? Hello, Mr. Nid Pants, he says. I do have Nid Pants. They've finally been washed.
You do have Nid Pants. Oh, hang on. The trip to the flipping hot tub does not count as a wash.
No, they've been in wash today.
Have they shrunk?
I don't know. They are. I'll tell you something though, Jay. Fucking leggings are so comfortable. So comfortable. They just stretch. It's great.
Do you need some lederhosen for Christmas and birthdays?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. We'll sort you out, bro. Chat, you've got his address. Look him up. So novelty lederhosen for the Hellstorm HQ.
Not sure how well Morven will fit with some of the other melee units, given most want to be in rhinos. Yeah, but she moves 8. She's almost as fast as a rhino.
Yeah, and if all you give up is 2 crack guitar shots for her advancing, who cares? Because they're good, but they ain't all that.
She's gonna have a mastercrafted heavy bolter that's probably 3 damage. You know, that thing in her arm. She's obviously made for combat, so she can just run up with them, or she can be like a really good backline holder to like look after your retributors and stuff. Buff all them, and if anyone does come near, it's like, cool, there's another 6 attacks at strength 8.
Yeah.
What will be core unit, says Neil? A lot of the infantry will be core, I imagine.
It will be Celestants, Sisters. I would suspect that both Seraphim and Zephyrim
they'll be core. They're the jump pack guys, right?
Yeah.
I think it's probably like Repentia won't be core.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is more like Necron Codex than Marine Codex. So with Marine Codex, it was basically anything that's basically a Space Marine. With Necron Codex, it's anything that's just a Necron that isn't something weird. So Repentia are mental, hence like destroyers. So hopefully none of those. But I think pretty much anything that is just a battle sister, whether they're in a suit, because the Nundums might be because they're brand new and coming out.
That'll probably be core, I imagine.
Yeah,
just because
whether they should be or not is open to discussion, I guess. But we don't actually know, so it's pointless.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be anything that's a sister of battle, an actual sister, and then some specialist units like the Nundams, like I imagine just not Repentia because they're mental. Can't see them.
Not Mortifactors, not the other big dreadnought looking thing. I
imagine one of the dreadnoughts might be. Because dreadnoughts are core, just in general.
That is true, but aren't they penitent engines? That's the one I'm thinking of.
Penitent engines are pretty mad though as well, so
slightly more mental. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm assuming they might not get core.
Yeah,
or at least I'd rather they didn't get core. Because if they get core, why couldn't we get core on things like Scorpec destroyers? Because they would be great if they were core.
Yeah, exactly.
And flayed ones would be great if they were core as well.
They sure would. But yeah, pretty cool. She looks pretty boss. She's a cool miniature.
She's a cool mini.
She's a really cool miniature. And she's looks really tough. Really tough.
Yeah.
Like
8 wounds is a good point for her as well.
Yeah, for sure. And if she's got that Supreme Commander, bloody reroll all the hits and wounds, maybe Mr. Trajan Valoris might get that. Hell yeah, let's go gamers. Imagine.
Yeah.
Because he's like the same position, but Custodes, right? Not a High Lord of Terror, but he's definitely the Supreme Commander.
I'm pretty certain in the lore he is actually a High Lord of Terror.
Oh, is he? All right.
Yeah. Well, Bobby G sort of came in and had a cabinet reshuffle, basically.
Yeah. But maybe Trajan Valoris will get same rules, because he's already rerolling hits and wounds of 1. Non-core right now, but that's because core wasn't a thing when it was written. Right. So maybe he'll get reroll hit rolls of 1 and wounds rolls of 1 and be like, hey, Telemon, reroll all hits and wounds. Let's go.
I reckon by the time they release Trajan Valoris, the Codex creep will have just sort of nipped up a little bit. So it'll be Trajan Valoris, and in his stat line it'll say, the boss is watching, reroll everything, otherwise you're going in detention.
Yeah, exactly. But the Telemon... The Telemon doesn't have the core keyword. Even though it's Forge World.
It's a dreadnought and it's Forge World.
Some stuff does have the core keyword that doesn't have a codex yet, but not everything. I don't think the Chaos stuff has core yet. Maybe the dreadnoughts do, because the Space Marine dreadnoughts do, but I don't think a lot of it does. But I don't know if that's...
I think that's what the dreadnoughts do.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a sign of things to come, or whether it's just they haven't got around to it yet. And they'll just be like, FAQ, add the core keyword.
Who knows?
Yeah, interesting stuff, though. Interesting stuff.
By that point as well, like you've got to think that there might be just actual GW releases for Custodes that wouldn't mean that you would be taking a Telemon.
Yeah. The Telemon is pretty insane for what it does, though.
Oh, the Telemon's great.
I played it yesterday. I've played Custodes for the first time yesterday. Always wanted a Custodes army. Bought one when it came out. Never got around to finishing painting it. Painted a couple of dudes, that was it. I think I painted 5 dudes. And then built the rest and then never did anything with it. Obviously, after the betrayal of Valrak, after he got what he just deserves, let's call it. I'm kidding.
Valrak heresy.
I'm kidding. Obviously, he's getting better now, so everyone keeps saying that I did it.
You keep saying you did it as well. That's the thing.
Quite funny. So yeah, I played them in the Telemon, just an absolute beefcake for 275 points, toughness 8, -1 damage.
Jeez. Did you go with double fists or did you take the guns?
I had 1 gun, 1 fist.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to play it.
I use the Arachnus Storm Cannon, the anti-tank butt cannon burst. And
it's a strong anti-elite as well as anti-tank.
Yeah, and then the plasma casters, which is good.
Yeah, those plasma casters in the fist are pretty fucking horrible.
Obsec Tactics 2, the sequel, said the Custodian Contemptors both have the core keyword already. So maybe the Telemon won't have core, but everything else will. Maybe.
Well, so here's my hot take on the core keyword. I think that when they first said about having the core keyword, they might have forgotten their original line for it, because it was things that form the backbone of your army, the fighting core of your army.
Yeah.
And so to me, that's your frontline troops plus the odd small specialist units, but the ones that you see everywhere. So maybe your mounted infantry, which in 40k is somebody that rides a tank more than anything else.
Or your bikes and stuff like that.
Yeah, bikes, devastators, those kind of things. The things that show up everywhere. They're not just the basic trooper.
Yeah,
but they're kind of still basic.
I'm surprised a couple of battle tanks aren't core, because a battle tank does make up a core force. I understand balance wise, it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
You can see things like a predator, a vindicator.
Yeah.
Things that aren't taken being core.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But the thing about it for me that's this is just a bit weird. What planet are they on? Is if the core things are the sort of core of your army, the central main weight of your army, how are your company veterans core?
Yeah, exactly. They're very special.
You haven't got that many.
Yeah.
I know they used to be core, but now because they used to be a tactical marine and they used to be Timmy the assault marine or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
Surely their fighting style has evolved past that now to do the job that they do.
Yeah. Is the Leviathan not core? Maybe that's what I thought the Leviathan was core. Maybe I was wrong.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen one on the tabletop in 9th since that book came out. Since the Forge World Compendium came out, and they went, Leviathan, we've seen it too much. So here's a load of nerfs.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't.
They did get nerfed out of crap. But yeah, so new sister. Very interesting. What's going to get core? Who knows? Still very interesting topic. I'm very excited for them, though. I do kind of want a bit of a Walker army. Kind of want to do Nundams. I think everyone wants Nundams. I want to do Nundams as well. Should be very epic.
I think it'd look cool.
Yeah.
I think it'd look quite cool. How would you paint them? What would your color scheme be if you're going to go Nundam army?
Probably like box art.
Oh, okay. So was it Order of the Bloody Rose?
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to do something custom just so I can use them as any chapter I want. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think that's what I'd probably base around black. Maybe different shoulder pads or whatever. Let's have a quick catch up with the chat before we move on to the next topic. Mikey drives people to drink and list hammer for hours. I do that. I haven't played it forever, and I downloaded a re-updated Battlescribe. Nice.
Awesome. Welcome back. You're going to get sucked in now.
Yeah. Oh, look, they went back to the community article and changed their statement. What statement? What statement was changed? Still not sure. Double casters is the way to go with 7 attacks. Yeah, but 6 attacks is usually enough when you're hitting and wounding everything on 2s. Reroll. Spicy. He can already reroll hits and wounds of 1 for custodian's unit since 8th. Yeah, Science Pie, I was more referring to maybe because he's already got that ability, maybe he'll also gain that extra ability of being like, you over there, reroll everything. Even if he got like
range or something on his regular aura and that.
Yeah. Even if he got like choose a unit, get reroll hits as well as the reroll ones, that'd be really good. Really good. Big charge.
Yeah,
he's like
yeah,
it's like 190 points as well. It's really good.
Yeah, but he is worth it. He's a beat stick as well.
Yeah, he used to be like 250, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was.
And now he's.
Oh wait, no, I think it was like 285. I remember him being extremely expensive, helping a mate out with the custodes list.
And now he's 180, 190. So what happened? Now he finished and put everyone up. He's like half points.
It's because he's not as useful now as he was, I guess.
Yeah. They're defining what core is. Okay. Leviathan is still got its point drops as well, but they're slightly more efficient choices. The thing is, it dropped points, wasn't core, lost shots. All understandable. T7.
Was it with T7?
3 up save.
Hitting on 3s instead of hitting on 2s.
Yeah, BS3, like worse save as well.
Yeah.
Lost a bit too much in my opinion. Like, the Telemon is great because it's 2 up, 4 up. Like, T8, 14, it's the same, you know?
Yeah.
He actually got better, and he went down in points. Now, if he loses rerolls, that's fine, because he's just so good.
Yeah, you rarely need them anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like, need them. Want them? Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Understandable.
And because he's a Dreadnought, like you can with Leviathan, you can use the strat, the Wisdom of the Ancients, to get reroll ones.
Yeah.
Maybe when Custodians get Codex, they'll get reroll. It'll be like the Space Marine one, where it's like choose either reroll hits of 1 or wounds of 1. That'd be really good for the Telemon. He doesn't need core. He'll just run off on his own and be like, haha.
Yeah. And that's a fine tax as well. It costs you a command point a turn to have that benefit.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not like your opponent's not going to do damage to it as well. It will degrade. So it's never going to be as oppressive. When it's in an aura and when you've got maybe 3 of them and stuff like that, sure, it starts to become slightly harder to get rid of. But when you've got 3 of them, that's 1,090 odd points or something.
Yeah.
So where's the rest of your army? What objectives are you going to hold? How are you going to score some secondaries? You know, so that sort of solves its own problem.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just love big charge. I love big charge as well. Science Party is cool. Okay. Next topic. Are you ready for the next topic?
Yeah, let's do it. What are we going to have?
I'm trying to find where I put it. The maths one. It's time for maths.
I love maths.
Time for maths.
So, who in the chat also likes maths? Because I genuinely love numbers. As someone that is dyslexic, letters I find just occasionally a bit hard. Numbers are amazing because they don't jump around all over the place in my head. So I love numbers. I love maths. Who else loves maths?
That'll do. 10-hour loop of the right song.
It's a long topic.
Yeah. It's just so it doesn't go off.
Just strap yourselves in, boys.
Are you ready?
Always.
Is that loud enough? Yeah. Okay. Gamers, welcome to Maths. It's Maths 101. This is a lesson in Pythagoras theorem in Warhammer. I'm joined by the lovely Jay. Hi, Jay.
Hello.
Do you use Pythagoras in your games of Warhammer?
Not currently, but I have.
That's why you've been going wrong this entire time. That's exactly.
Well, I don't have armies that can do the things that you're about to talk about doing.
You don't know what I'm about to talk about. I'm teaching you, Jay. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about Pythagoras theorem. Do you want to describe the Pythagoras theorem to me, Jay? And then I'll explain how you can apply it in this subject.
The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of some of the other two sides on a right-angled triangle, which is very useful if you can do that maths in your head for working out exactly how far you should shoot things like Screaming Skullchuckers back in the old world of fantasy.
Yes, exactly that. What Jay said. Well done, Jay. Well done. Hey, thanks for the host. But today, we're going to talk about Pythagoras with Deep Strike. Okay? You know, it's applied. I really need my green screen. I need my sword and my whiteboard. Look, we'll do it in post. I'll just write stuff. Look, you got a triangle. You know, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's what we're doing today. Pythagoras theorem. Very, very, very simple maths. Did you see that? Looked great. Great drawing. Someone has also done that on MS Paint, which I just did on the stream. And basically done some mental gymnastics, let's call it, to arrive at the point of saying that if you deep strike in 40k 9 inches away, okay, more than 9 inches away, okay,
exactly,
and then you make a charge roll which has to be within 1 inch of said target, that you are more than 9 inches away. On 2 dice, you can actually get to within an inch on 8.
Oh, that's super easy. You just play Blood Angels in turn 3.
Well, all right, come on now. Well, help me out, Jay. We're doing a show. We're doing a math lesson. Now you might be thinking, Jay. You might be thinking, like, Mikey, how the hell did you come to? How can you be more than 9
Mikey,
and then move 8 and then be within an inch? You'd be like, what? You'd be like, what are you talking about, Mikey?
Lied with numbers.
I'm just talking rubbish. Well, let's have a look at this excellent presentation by student Tyler. This is
Stephen Tyler.
The student Tyler.
I love Aerosmith.
Yeah, this is in the competitive 40k group. It's a Facebook group. Go join it. It's great. So what we have here is an example of deep striking. And we have a Dark Eldar Raider. We love talking about Dark Eldar because they're very broken. And essentially, with a Raider in particular, you have to measure all measurements from the hull.
Mm-hmm.
From the hull. Okay?
Yes.
Not from the base, from the hull.
Yeah. It's not about the base.
It's not all about the base today. So basically, as you can see, in our hypotenuse is 9 inches away from the Ripper Swarm, who has, let's be honest, he's had it. He's had it.
9 inches away from the Ripper Swarm. Yes.
Tyranids versus Dark Eldar. No chance.
There's only so much heavy lifting 3D Macarons can do, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
so,
enough.
As you can see, if the Raider is less than 5 inches off the ground, which it should be, I don't think we have a 5-inch base, but there you go. Then when you deep strike from the tip of the Raider to a model, to a normal size base at 9 inches, the measurement of B squared, let's call it, because A squared, B squared, C squared, is actually less than 9 inches.
Yeah, so you can make it on an 8.
So, because it's less, when you charge, you have to be within an inch. So you essentially, if you want to be within a charge range, you have to roll 1 less under, you know. So if it's within 9 inches, but it's more than 8, you roll an 8-inch charge. So
this is very true.
Here we have an example of an 8-inch charge from deep strike, which doesn't happen very often.
Depending on terrain, it will happen in quite a few games, obviously depending upon the armies that are there. Because let's say I'm playing you and you've got some Space Marines that are stood on a ruin.
You mean this one? This example, Mr. J? Where... Here we go. Look at this. You know? Crazy. That didn't work. So, as you can see, the example here is saying that if they travel along B squared, or number 4, as marked on the diagram, this is the official Warhammer 40k FAQ, that you actually have a shorter charge. It's only because you have to be within 5 inches vertically to charge. Right. And if we go back to the old Raider, as you can see, because it charges in a straight line, it arrives above the Ripper Swarm.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the measurement diagonally is 9 inches, when it charges in a straight line, the tip of the shock prow, the tip of the spear, can reach the Ripper Swarm with an 8-inch charge.
Yeah.
How crazy is this? What do you think, Jay? What are your thoughts so far on my explanation of this?
I am perfectly happy if somebody brings in their Dark Eldar transports and then charges me afterwards.
Well, I mean,
so,
yes. But what do you think about the precedent this is? You know, like, obviously, in certain situations, you want a Dark Eldar Raider to charge you because, for example, you play Imperial Knights. But in a normal game, in a more normal game,
in a more usual army, perhaps. Less of that. To be honest, I'm not worried about the precedent, because the precedent for this is if terrain is set up in a certain way and models are in a certain position, as indicated by the 40k FAQ. This is totally fine. This is, in fact, not just fine. This is the way they want the game to be played. This is intentional.
Do you think this in particular is intentional? Now, obviously, we've got the example of the Terminators charging up ruins, which is fair enough. But that's like up ruins. This is on like flat ground. Do you think this is intentional?
Well, we're talking about something coming in from Deep Strike, aren't we? Yeah. And if you take the game out of its somewhat more abstract set of movements that it has to be, where you start and stop with everything, and move it into a game that is sort of fast-paced action war game, then when this thing is screaming in from like low orbit or atmosphere or whatever, if it wants to charge in this case, the Ripper Swarm, it's not going to land a while away and then fly on the ground. It will just go directly to it.
Well, yeah.
So I think it kind of fits the story and so on. I genuinely have a problem with this.
You don't have a problem. Okay.
No.
Okay. The thing is with
one
this,
of those weird abuse things? Sure.
Yeah.
But it kind of isn't.
The thing is with this, I don't think something like this is intentional. When you've got ruins involved, yeah, but like we're talking like literally, you've got a board. There's nothing on it. There's a single Raider Deep Strike and there's a single Ripper Swarm on the board, you know? And what he wants to charge. That's our situation. We're not incorporating anything else.
Yes,
I think this is an accidental like realization that people have had, because I don't think that Games Workshop's intention was, okay, we'll make it measured to the hull, so when you deep strike, you get an 8-inch charge.
Oh no! If I gave that impression, then no, I don't think somebody sat there and went, "This is a great way to play Raiders. This is exactly what we want to have happen."
Yeah.
I think that they've maybe, assuming this has even come up, because we all know that not everything is caught, because there's 1,000 situations.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult for a team of, let's be fair, 4 lads and call it 50 people doing some play testing to catch all of it. It's actually nearly impossible. I worked in quality assurance, and it is very difficult to get everything. But is this something that's just like one of those things, and it's fine? To me, that's where I land. I'm like, this is okay. I don't see an issue. I was trying to work out other things that this might come into force with, and it's essentially only ever going to be vehicles, because anything that has a base that isn't a vehicle, you basically do measure from the base rather than any other part of the thing. So maybe there's some mileage in this for things like wave serpents, and they can be super obnoxious.
Now, wave serpents have always had this rule, but it's never come up. So
yeah,
land speeders always had that rule, never come up. It's interesting.
Maybe there's a side sort of piece for if you look at a Talon Master. You know, maybe you want him to deep strike and to get an 8-inch charge, because he actually wants to be in combat.
Yeah. Someone said, Averon Prime has said, this looks like more of a consequence of 2D tabletop game perspective for a 3D gaming rule set. Because essentially, pretty much every model, let's not talk about Raiders, let's pretend this is a Dreadnought with the same size base, you know? Because you're measuring base to base on pretty much flat ground, then it's a 2D aspect, you know? You've got to be 9 inches away on the battlefield, then you can't charge less than 9 because you're going to get within an inch, you know? Whereas the problem is it's when you start measuring from the hull, and the hull is off the ground. If it was flat against the ground, it'd be fine. Hey, D and stuff, thank you very much for being resold. Really appreciate it. 6 months in a row. Hell yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Right.
If it's flat to the ground, like let's say a repulsor, which is the same, you know, it's flat to the ground. It can't really go over the base without literally crashing into it. So you're not really going to do that. So you're measuring like to and from. But the problem is with this is because you can have the base so high that you do run into these issues because you're measuring to the hull. Now,
so is it the same with a repulsor? Because with that one, you measure from the hull as well, right?
Yeah, but because the repulsor's so low, the repulsor's like maybe an inch off the ground.
But an inch is all it needs.
That.
So let's do it with an inch. Let's do the maths, right? So we've got 9 inches. Bear in mind, I'm doing this in my head, so like, help me out, gamers. You got 9-inch hypotenuse. And we know that 9 squared is 81.
Yeah.
We need to find 1 squared, which is still 1.
Yeah.
So that's the square root of 80. The square root of 80 must be less than 9. Therefore, even a repulsor gets this.
I guess technically. It only needs to be 0.02 inch off the ground.
There you go.
Yeah. I guess with the repulsor though, they can't deep strike. That would be the only thing.
Actually,
you know?
It can.
Can it?
Strategic reserves.
Very good point. Very good
Everything
point.
can do.
Yeah, any height off the ground is effectively a sub 9, which is quite interesting. I guess the only downside, like me personally, if someone tried this against me, I'd be like, you want to be like that then? You know, I wouldn't see it as like a, and like fair, technically, by the maths, totally correct. But then if someone wanted to do that, then you've got to watch out of every other interaction that the raider has, including all movements. Also, disembarking be really tough, because if you have it, if you let's say you have it 4.9 inches off the ground, so you can get some proper spicy charges, you can't disembark because you've
the strategy, you know. But AT Valdor makes a point in the comments. Everything that hull measures is an 8-inch. Think about like a Lehman Russ, because the front of that tank is up at an angle. You're measuring from the hull, and so because of vertical engagement range, that's an 8-inch charge.
Yeah, anything that isn't square or on a base, you know, well, it doesn't measure from the base, because the base,
exact.
The base, because it's on the ground, then it is, you know, you never have a raised. You never have a triangle, do you? You just got a line. It's flat. Yeah. Interesting.
So some people were being funny breaking a game with a raider. Well, what kind of worms?
Well, hello. We've just broken the entire Warhammer. We, you know, the title of this clip, Mathematics is Breaking Warhammer. It's quite interesting. The thing is again, it's like, technically it's correct, but like, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's intended. I don't think this type of thing is intended. Buildings, again, fair enough. If the charge E is, you know, on an angle or whatever. I don't know if this is intended, so I don't know how long this will fly for.
Is that a pun? Because that was really cool if it was.
Let's say yes.
We'll edit out that question.
So
it's too early.
So, for me, like you say, it's okay, and that's cool. You know, this is why we have these discussions, because it's interesting to get multiple opinions, and I like to get the Twitch chat's opinion and the YouTube chat's opinion. And interestingly, they're always quite different. Me personally, I don't like the idea of this because it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. Okay. It doesn't fly with me. You know, like everyone else does. The problem is the camera's just over here.
The only time this would ever like come up in a game is those turns where you're on an objective and they just need one more, or to take one away from you to be able to score like whatever in the last turn, or to get domination in their own turn, or to hopefully deny you some points in primary in your next turn.
Yeah.
And raiders aren't OBSEC. And so a lot of armies, if they're charged by a non-OBSEC thing that just comes flying in, probably aren't going to have too much of a panic over it.
Yeah, for sure.
My army, obviously, that is a bit of a problem because I don't have OBSEC. Then I'd kill the raider quite happily in combat, and out of the raider would drop a load of OBSEC whatever. However, they then die in the following turn, and so for me, this is okay. And so even in a game like real world implication, because the theory is all well and good, but until you apply it to the actual thing in progress, it doesn't really mean much. So in that situation, I'm okay with it. It doesn't matter to me. Got to admit that I'm kind of with you on the fact that I don't like that kind of, well, actually.
Yeah, that's the realm I think it's in, sadly.
It is a
bit. Because it just creates too many issues. Because the thing is like, whilst it has a precedent, let's call it, you know, if you're playing against someone with hover vehicles that measure to the hull, or any vehicle that measure to the hull, you've got to like watch that person very closely, because as soon as they say, oh well, technically because of this I can charge less than 8, you've got to think about every single other movement they've made, or anything that's interacted with that vehicle, and made sure it's correct up to that point.
Yes, I tip people in that situation. You've seen me play. In every single one of my movement phases, before I move anything and like finally put it into the position it's meant to be, I measure to everything else around it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know what I've got a charge to and what I've got range to and things. And so it's unlikely that you're going to get too many people that are shadily trying to shift something half an inch.
Yeah.
It does happen. So, you know, we've all seen the cheating stream from not even that long ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you just got to be a bit vigilant. The movement phase is the most crucial phase of the game.
Sure,
if you
is.
get that right, chance of winning.
Yeah.
Don't let your opponent take the piss during that phase.
Yeah, exactly. So it's quite interesting. So let's have a quick catch up with the Twitch chat. Let's get some comments from there, or the YouTube chat. You know, the chats in general.
It's me. So there's a counter argument to this. This is not to say that this doesn't work, but this does make it much easier to tag things with piling in.
Yeah,
because it's not fall back and shoot.
Yeah,
can it?
Not strats, but yes, but no.
Okay, cool. So you're forcing your opponent to spending some CP, and it means that they have to make an investment to come away and shoot. Otherwise, they're at -1 to hit, which is fine. But equally, it means that technically now we've established that you can get closer to a tank of almost any description because none of them have a perfectly flat frontless flush to the ground. Yeah. A little easier because you can enter engagement range using that vertical. You have a 3-inch horizontal movement, which means that you have much easier access to that vertical movement. It also means that you can have your raider that is more than 3 inches away from you, and you can heroically intervene into it.
Yeah,
because of the vertical distance.
So, yeah, exactly. Because engagement range for vertically is 5 inches, which is huge. I caught Neil out with it in a game the other day.
And that's because that's the size of GW's ruins, though.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the super chat. About 99 ninjas. Cheers for the 5, bro.
Targeting units behind obscuring cover. Need to see
great question.
Model, or you need to see one model's entire base.
So how do you guys
rock?
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So how do you play targeting units behind obscuring cover? Need to see any part of the model, or just needs to see one model's entire base. So behind obscuring cover, it's just if you can see part of the model round the cover.
Yeah, around the cover. Yeah, that's the important.
You can't see through the cover, but if you can see around it, any part of the model, that's it. Fire away. So let's see what the Twitch chat thinks. So AT Valdor says, what it's worth, WTC uses a 2D downward projection for hull measuring vehicles. It makes a lot of sense. Sadly, that's WTC though. So, which is great for them. Obviously, I've made videos about the WTC in the past. Great bunch of lads, you know. But they have, they make their own version of 40k with their own FAQ.
Exactly. It's not 40k, it's WTC.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a good example for us to look at. You know, to see what, you know, people who are playing the game professionally or want to run the game professionally, but also at the same time, there's a lot of playtesters in there, so they probably have a good idea about what might come up or what might not come up, especially, essentially, what the playtesters are suggesting. But at the end of the day,
I think is that if you have these group of people, these are also the cream of the crop as far as competitive players go. That also have a time investment that they can spare, right? And I'm not going to say at all that these are the kind of people that might use tricks like this. However, these are the kind of people that will be aware of tricks like this, and it may come up in a game that they play potentially more than a game that somebody like the low tables of an RTT might be playing in.
And the problem is like the arguments like this will come up is probably in your mid-size events around the middle tables, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's usually where the arguments like this come up. They don't really come up on the top tables very often, or hardly ever. It's usually around middle table when someone wants to do a little bit better than they probably can. So they kind of pull it. Yeah, they're trying to pull out every little card in the book they can. Even though they're playing Dark Eldar at this point, for example, like they need anything else.
That point, then it's the mirror match.
Yeah, exactly. So let's have anyway, I keep saying Twitch chat. I'm going to have a look. Let's have a look. Am I right in thinking...
But you were reading Twitch chat, and we got something out of Twitch chat we discussed.
Yeah, for sure. Am I right in thinking that you have to measure to the base of the model charged and have to be within an inch? within an inch horizontally, 5 inches vertically. So the shock prow in this example has to just be above the base, which is why you're getting less than 9, because it moves in a straight line. But obviously, it's above, so it's above the model that it's charging. That's why you can get this shorter charge. Because you're measuring the long side again from tip to tip when you're deep striking more than 9 away. But then when you actually go to charge, you're moving in a straight line, because that distance, which you actually are, is less than 9. It works. It's crazy.
Yep.
If a raider is that high, can it even get into combat if you have to measure from the base to hull? Again, 5 inches vertically. Kind of answers a lot of these questions. Are you allowed underneath a hover tank that measures from the hull? Yeah. You can't go within an inch. You can walk underneath. If it's high enough, you can walk underneath it. As long as your base doesn't end within an inch of it, or move within an inch. If you're charging, go ahead. Put it underneath. Put it on top.
Can you move under it in the movement phase? I don't think you can, because if you're going to measure for the hull, you can't be within an inch of the hull.
So let's say it's high enough. You could technically. You can move. There's nothing stopping you moving underneath except for the fact that you've got to be more than an inch away.
It's a weird question for you, right? Where does that draw the line? Because I have, let's say, a Space Marine, and this thing is like 3 inches off the ground. My Space Marine can't run underneath it, because you measure to the base. Right? So even if it was
engagement range. I've just used that as an example, and I completely forgot about it when I was talking about that.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can't go underneath because it's got to be more than 5 inches, because that's technically engagement range.
That's right.
That's right. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much, chat. Appreciate you. Love you. Question: should all vehicles be given a base as a way of fixing this? Now, the problem is that GW, because they have such a range of vehicles, then they need a very specialist base for each one.
Well, look at the Orc line, the Orc Speed Freak stuff.
Yeah, exactly. They're all on bases.
That's good, but then you've suddenly got the Battle Wagon, which isn't.
Yeah,
and it's please use custom.
Hey, about 99. Thanks for the 5 again.
Crypto
Appreciate
it. To be within 3 horizontally vertically to a cryptech to block the bodyguard
like a Land Raider.
Or 5 vertically and 3 horizontally.
Thank you very much for the 5 about 99 ninjas. The second question is: do crypto thralls have to be within 3 inches horizontally and vertically to a cryptech to proc the bodyguard ability, or 5 inches vertically and 3 inches horizontally? So I think for cryptex it's just 3 inches, right? Because it's
no rules.
Nothing about vertical.
It's not about being in engagement range; it's about being within range.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much for the 5, dude. Really appreciate it. And any more questions, feel free. Sorry, what were you saying before that, Jay? My apologies for interrupting.
I was just saying that there's certain vehicles that putting a base on makes them extremely impractical.
Yeah.
Let's suggest that you start putting like ovoid shaped bases on larger constructs, such as your Land Raider, for instance. That's still going to extend at least half an inch past a mini that's probably already 6 inches wide, so it makes it 7 inches wide.
You thought it's bad enough getting in the case now.
Yeah. I mean that, but more importantly, like how are you realistically going to get that around a table? Because sometimes it's hard to fit night bases through scenery, and this base would be at least 3 inches wider than that. It's not really a possibility without totally taking away any real semblance of control in the movement phase.
Hey, thanks so much for the cheer. Really appreciate it, cause 40k. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just weird. Again, a lot of people are suggesting that essentially the 2D drop down that the WTC have used. So basically, the Raider in this example would have like a solid block underneath that you'd pretend there's there, and then
I think that's fine. Yeah, I'd actually much rather they just said you just measure from the base, because you remember playing older editions of 40k where it was facings on vehicles, right? And how many arguments did you have with someone that clearly was a Burke? You're saying, look, no, I'm definitely shooting in the side. Like, no, you're shooting from the front. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand here and look. And I can imagine you having a similar argument. It's one of my favorite things about 8th edition onwards is that you don't have those issues. If you have to look from the top and go down from that, then you'll end up with somebody with a wonky tape measure, and by that I really mean that they're not holding it straight, not they've got a dodgy tape measure. And it would just cause an argument. I'd much rather said from the base. Also, that does cut out one big thing, though, which is that if you measured everything from the base, you no longer get those times where you have people with a radar, and this has happened several times in previous editions to me, where they're measuring from the shock prow, and like here to an objective is 3, and that just gets us behind a corner. If it's from the base, you kind of got to put your mouth a little bit more. Yeah, and I know they're fragile. If that's the issue, then you need to write a better army list. Just cut down on things that's been an issue and stuff as well. So
yeah, I'm going to do some drawing on screen. We always love drawing on screen.
Love it.
Here we go. MS Paint. So let's have a think about vehicles, like vehicle shapes. So a Lehman Russ, a Lehman Russ is a turret.
Trapezoid.
Oops. That wasn't the right tool. Oh, actually, redo. So Lehman Russ has this shape. It's very basic Lehman Russ. But that's a Lehman Russ, and it's got a little turret like this. And it goes pew 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 like this, and it goes pew 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 like that. That's how it shoots, right? The problem is
quality Warhammer.
Yeah,
the
problem is like because of this here, you have the same issue. The thing's over here, you measure that way, that's 9 inches, this is less than 9. Same issue.
Got sponsons on it, same issue from the sides.
Yes, exactly. Now Land Raiders. Someone just mentioned Land Raiders. It's like, let's say a Land Raider has this shape. I'm trying to remember how it goes now.
Have you got a Land Raider? I don't know how wide a Land Raider is, because I'm pretty sure it's wider than 109 millimeters.
Probably. He's got guns that go, and they go like, or keep their head, and they go pew 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 like this. Now, not only have you got guns on the side that stick out, you just charge backwards, deep striking backwards. You got the same issue here. Give it a smiley face. That's it, charge it. That's the face. The face of death. The face of death. It's behind you. It was behind you all along. It's like Voldemort. Like Voldemort all over again. So, like, how do we fix it? Yeah, you could say measure the base. The problem is then would you say Raider has to go on a big oval base? I don't think that's such a bad thing.
Well, I think it would probably help it stay up quite a lot, because that thing would blow over in a stiff breeze.
Well, yeah. Would you leave it on this base if you said you had to just measure from the base in this example, Jay?
No, I think you should definitely have a larger base. I think if you're going to make that call, then you have to put a larger base there. But of course, it's very difficult in the game that we play for that kind of thing to actually be done. Come back to the Land Raider thing in a minute, because unfortunately there's something you're forgetting. But if it was a video game, you patch it, done. If it's a physical game, it's like, yes, if anyone wants their brand new Raider base, which is this size oval, please come to your local Games Workshop where we'll give you one.
For £5.
You can really do that. Yeah, exactly. It's a definite feels bad.
GW just listening, all the marketing lawyers are like, fucking hell, look at these lads are onto something here. £6 a base, let's go, gamers.
Yeah, there you are. I'll have my 5% commission now.
I'd say follow everyone. I really appreciate it.
The thing with putting vehicles on bases is that whilst you might find a base, like Games Workshop sell bases, and they take the longest dimension on a base, and that's what they sell the bases at. So a 90mm oval, 170mm oval. But they aren't square bases, they are ovoid. And if you look at the Orc vehicles, they all fit nicely within the confines of that oval, which is perfect. It's a nice scenic base, it's great. Your Knight fits on this bigger oval, looks good. Flyers, same deal. If you then took a Lehman Russ, which is a box, or the Lander, which is one of the biggest boxes, and put that on an oval, you'd have the overhang at the sides. So if you then say you have to measure from the base, well, there's angles I can't charge my tank to you at, because my tank extends from the base longer than an inch, so my tank can't make that charge. If I've got a Bane blade, well, that's even more of an issue. My base has to be enormous at that stage. So we can't take away the sort of measure to hull, because the the problem that spawns is a bigger problem than this one, as far as
unless every unit had a custom base. You know,
a lot of them can be on
ovals, but then
for that.
Yeah, a Land Raider has its own base that is for a Land Raider. You know, a Rhino has its own base. You know, maybe go back to square ones. You know, or rectangle. Maybe look at that for like box tanks, because then you just measure from the base.
Some square bases.
Yeah, you know.
You never know; they might produce one that size already for Old World. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's on his Giganto Dragon horse.
Yeah, Nick Baton. I remember he had obviously he's the Warhammer TV guy now. He put his Ultramarines in White Dwarf once upon a time, and they were on bases.
Oh, they were. Yeah,
Rhinos. Yeah, shall we see if we can find it?
We used to use movement trays for it back when I was working for G-Dubs.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
They released the one that you could kind of trim down yourself and build the edges for.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people. In fact, there was one guy in specific that had a Black Templars army. I can't remember his name. That wanted to make sure all his Templars looked cool, and he basically built some movement trays for his Rhinos, and he decorated those, and they look sick.
Yeah.
But you don't need to go through all of that hassle, really. Because the other thing they could do to change the rules is just say flat out, if you deep strike, it's 9-inch charge, unless scenery has changed the engagement range.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
That would be like the easiest fix. Just like it's 9 inches unless there's this situation here, which we've given an example of.
I think that's the practice fix. It's the simplest solution that costs nothing for anybody else, because we don't want those Drakari players whinging about how they're going to get nerfed super hard when the Book of Rust FAQ comes out, and then they're having to buy £5 bases as well.
£5 being generous.
We'd have to pack for like £22.50.
Yeah. GW always produces sick, the 160mm base. A la the Wood Elf Lady. A la is on it from AOS. So that's such a Land Raider base right there.
Yeah, Cabbage Patch.
You can Google Nick Baton Army. Okay, I'm Googling like Nick Baton Rhino.
Are you getting pictures of him dressed in a costume? Because that would be epic. I'd love to see. That is sad.
So there's one there. Let's see if I can find a better picture. No, we got a spread Army of the Month. That'll do. Oh, I didn't mean to actually open the website. I just wanted to open the image. So here you go. This is Nick Baton. Obviously, I love how someone's put their watermark over the White Dwarf. I don't think you can do that. So this is Nick Baton's army. His Ultramarines, his first love. His Thunderfire cannons on an oval base. Works for me.
Love seeing that.
Now the Rhino...
It looks so much like...
Yeah. The Rhinos and the Land Raiders are on square bases. Now this is for just so everything's on a base. The Vindicator as well. There is on a base. Now, maybe, is that the way... You can't see the Vindicator because of my head. 1 second.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I can just see it.
So there, and the Whirlwind as well. Is this the way we could consider going? Putting all vehicles on a base? Does square really make a difference, gameplay-wise? Except for, like, charging from the tip of the corner.
It's always 9 inches, right?
Yeah.
Measure everything from the base extends past the model, and thus the model can always get into combat and so on. It's no issue. But the issue you will have is that Land Raider is now 100mm across the top, we've established from the chat.
Yeah, it's big.
And then another 40mm for the sponsons on there. And then you've got to try and get a square, a rectangular base around corners, which is a lot less forgiving than an ovoid.
An oval, yeah. Base. So maybe what we have is a rounded edge base. Like a square with round corners.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Because the thing is like...
super hard, all for this one niche issue that's only going to be played by someone that's a tryhard.
Yeah, maybe this is the one issue that we've found so far, though. Maybe there's more issues that could arise from this. My thinking is...
We started this whole thing out with it's just Dark Elder a problem.
Well, yeah, get rid of them, got sorted. But the thing is, with the Land Raider being on this base, it looks humongous. But the thing is like it's not too far over where the sponsons are. You know, it's still got that sort of footprint. So how much difference is it going to make for movement purposes?
It's not really the movement in terms of like its physical. Like I've measured 9 inches. I have to play on a terrain-filled battlefield that is becoming increasingly more and more packed with terrain.
Very true.
Like you could easily get away with this in 6th edition, 7th edition, where
there wasn't as much.
Terrain was kind of an afterthought. And now think about the boards that you play in your battle reports. You like a terrain-heavy battlefield.
Yeah.
Toby's never going to get his Grey Knight Land Raider out if you put it on a base that big.
Yeah,
that was deployment zone.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. As I said, that maybe this could be a fix. Maybe saying that anything straight down is part of the hull, so you can't get 9-inch charges. Maybe saying if your deep strike is a 9-inch charge, unless they're vertically above you, you can't do it just on flat ground. Maybe they're the fixes. But I think it's really interesting, though, that this now is only really just like, let's say, hit headlines. Because it's always been able to be done, but no one's ever heard. I've never heard of it, you know. I've got my finger on the pulse in terms of Warhammer news, and I've never heard of it, you know. Have you ever heard of this before? Recently?
I'm just trying to work out. I think the most overpowered version of this is a Blood Angels Land Speeder Typhoon or something like that, right?
Why is that?
Well, because that comes in and charges 8 inches. Anyway, it comes in and charges 7.
Yeah.
So there you are.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, think about it. Because the Raider can deep strike less than 9 inches away, technically. Well, not technically, but, you know, can get a less than 9-inch charge off. Yeah. You can also get a less than 9-inch charge against the Raider. So now you think about Blood Angels. They've got 7-inch charges against you if you're in a hoverboat or any vehicle. 7-inch charge if they get in the right angle.
As long as they can land towards you. Well, any part. No, it's any part of it. It's not just the shock price.
It's any part of the model. So, like, you think about it. Let's make this a bloody golden boy. Hello, here's his head. Here's his body. You know, here's his legs. He's got long legs. Here's his arms. He's got a big blue sword. Right? He's got some wings. I'm not going to draw them in white. That would be stupid. He's got some wings. Right, there's one guy. And then just so happens behind him.
You've actually drawn Spider-Man.
I have drawn
you've drawn Dr. Octopus. You've got Dr. Octopus swinging in like Spider-Man. Yeah,
and then we've just got another one. Because there's a bloody unit of them. The Blood Angels hate Ripper Swarms. That's why there's lids on the base. Okay, you just get one in that position. Oh, it's not transparent. You know? We got a unit of 5 Sanctuary Guard now, gamers. This is scary stuff. Okay.
So I like how this article started off with like Dark Adder OP, we get 8-inch charges on you from deep strike, nana.
Yeah.
And now it's like, shit.
Oh shit.
Argument against us.
Hello.
I wish I'd never posted this.
Hello, Dark Eldar players, right? I'm a Sanctuary Guard. I've deep struck my base more 9 inches away to your shock prow. You are more than an inch off the ground. You're more than 0.2 inches off the ground. So now this is less than 8. Less than 9, sorry, you know? Less than 9. Which means it's an 8 plus. 8 plus charge. Pardon?
It's just the charge distance. So there's an argument in chat if you can't fight in 2 ranks, but you can because this is just your charge. You haven't even piled in yet.
I've just deep struck. You know,
exactly.
From the heavens they come. 8-inch charge. I'm a Blood Angel. I get +1, so it's 7 inches. That's average. Every time. I get a reroll. You know.
You put the banner in, so suddenly you're getting rerolls in an aura or whatever it is that the item gives you that. So the chances of making a 7 on 2d6
so high.
66? I can't remember.
6 if the chaplain's there, give him +2 to charge.
There you go. There you go.
So bring it, Dark Eldar. Let's go. This is flipped on its head. Yeah, let's play this. Let's play it, Dark Eldar players. Bring it. You can charge me with the Raider. I have all my golden boys like. So yeah, there you go.
Problem solved.
So if anyone wants to be
players are currently removing that post.
if anyone wants to be a dickhead towards you, get ready to countercharge. That's all I'll say.
I think the biggest lesson to be learnt here, and I genuinely and 100% sincerely mean this, and I appreciate sometimes I joke just for the sake of it, but I really do mean this, is if you go to a tabletop and you just follow rule 1, you're never going to have a problem. And rule 1 is don't be a dick.
No. Because
you started off with I can do this to you and you can't do anything about it. And it was like, are you sure?
Yeah.
And then we did something about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, gamers, don't use the Sangregaard example in your games, but keep it in your back pocket, like an ultimate ploy. Like you activated my trap card. You know, if they go, I'm going to deep strike and I'm going to get less than 9, and I'm going to get an 8-inch charge. You counter that with, okay, well, I'm going to do the same to you.
Yeah, hurt more.
Yeah, the that guy ploy. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Now take this power.
Says, well, actually,
you return it with a mirror. Use a mirror force. You know, return all attacks back and destroy all monsters. Use a magic jar. Take the attack points and send it back to their life points directly. Right? You take this power and use it. However, with great power comes great responsibility, and I am trusting you, chat, to use it very wisely. Use it very wisely.
YouTube, I've just sorted out Dark Eldar, then I nerfed into the ground.
But that's the thing. Maths doesn't break Dark Eldar. Breaks Warhammer. Full on. Full on. We broke it together, gamers. Well done, everyone. Round of applause. Lesson over. Well done. Well done.
That's a MoStorm session is now over.
That was fun. That was fun.
It was. I love maths. 1
hour 26. We were talking about that for 45 minutes.
It's a good topic though, and it got juicier towards the end.
It did, yeah. But I like that little crescendo we had.
Yeah.
Shall we look at some spicy comments?
I bet there's some proper spice. I bet there's more spice in the chat than there is on all of Arrakis.
Well, let's just say the post got muted, so you can't talk in it now. I see my craft whale vehicle chilling, and because of the article, I'm going to get bent over early by Sangard. Cheers, guys. I mean, wave serpents can do it as well, technically.
Yeah, definitely. Like any vehicle that isn't flat to the floor and isn't a square.
Yeah. Cheers, Patrick. My apologies. Magic cylinder, not magic jar.
To be fair, I thought you meant magic jar as in, like, you remember that bit in Ocarina of Time where Link's playing tennis with Ganon and he's using the magic jar to bounce it back? I thought you meant that.
No, it's magic cylinders.
Okay.
There you go. So, magic cylinders. It says, when an opponent monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, inflict damage to an opponent equal to its attack. Take that. Magic cylinders.
Nice.
Epic. Or Mirror Force does something similar, you know. These are broken cards back in the day. I watched a Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive meta of 1st and 2nd edition the other day because funny. It was talking about magic cylinders and Mirror Force coming out.
Okay.
It's Mirror Force, this one. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. And that's what you do when they go, actually, it's an 8-inch charge. And you go, actually, it's a 3-inch charge from Deep Strike.
The thing is, this won't be viewed for, like, eternity either.
No, exactly. Spicy comments, let's have a look. And people say high school maths has no real world applications. Excellent.
Yeah, really? What happens when you run your own business? Because I'm telling you now, that all comes in real handy.
Oh, tell me about it. Seems good. Let's charge some raiders. Put thermies in Deep Strike, says someone.
Yeah. Get some Blood Angels Terminators in Deep Strike.
Terminators, let's go.
Termies OP now. There you go. Greatest counter to Dark Angels. Dark Angels? Wrong one.
Yeah.
Dark Eldar.
Lots of popcorn emojis.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah, that's funny. That's really funny. this meme, a good format. This one. He's out of line, but he's right. Like the one that Gumballina posted the other day, where it's like your head is constantly 3D printing hair. He's out of line, but he's right.
Oh my god. Well, mine's got some catching up to do because you got fresh mohawk in today.
Yeah. Someone's brought up the Land Raider. Excellent work. You can charge at the front of a Land Raider, it turns out.
There you are.
Yeah, there you go. It works, it checks out. Any other memes? This is by what I meant by replies. I just look at memes. No, that's it. That's it. Okay. Well, what we got to say? What we got to say, gamers? Hello. Nordic Pigeon. Hello there. Hello there, Gandalf. How is it? How are you, dude? Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well.
So here's a random question for you then. So seeing as this has been something that's been in the game since literally the game's inception, because models that were released in previous editions have always been able to do this. Why do you think it's come up now? Like, what is so special about raiders charging you in combat?
Can you shoot infantry in combat if they're inside a tank because you're in a tank?
No.
Hey, thanks for follow.
Can't shoot anything that's inside a tank because it's not on the table target. Things that are inside a tank can shoot out if it's open topped, and that obviously happens occasionally.
Yeah.
The vehicle can't combat.
I think what happens is Beanbag, happy birthday for tomorrow, Beanbag. I think what happens is when a new book comes out and it's obviously broken, a lot of new people pick up that book, which gets a lot of new brains on the book.
Okay, it's fresh eyes.
Yeah, so I think it's a lot of fresh eyes, you know? Like, because, like, the Screaming Jet, so, like, all hover vehicles in Dark Eldar can deep strike. Well, any vehicle can deep strike. They only have hover vehicles. And they've got some good stratagems for that. For example, you can deep strike a raider and then disembark with a unit straight away, which is cool. It's like a strat they've got.
Okay. And they have to stay more than 9 away from the opponent.
Yeah, so it wouldn't make a difference for the unit. But maybe they're thinking deep strike my unit, at my raider, get out with my incubi, charge the raider 8 inches to deny Overwatch, and then charge an incubi. Maybe that's an example. Yeah. Maybe it's just so because they want to shut down shooting.
I'd Overwatch if they were coming at me.
Yeah, exactly. Of course you would, because they're so easily killed. They only got one wound at T3, right?
Sure.
You shoot them every time. Go for it, because they're so good. So maybe that's like an example of why they might want to use it. Maybe maybe they just want to shut down shooting. Don't get shot turn 1 because in the sky, come down, charge 8 inch. You can't shoot anything else but this raider with that unit, and the rest of the army can't shoot me because I'm in combat.
Yeah.
They can shoot pistols, I think, or Gargantuan Squig-Off, have a special rule that allows for shooting as if in unengaged, whatever the Squig-Off does. That's cool. Thanks for follow. Welcome to stream.
That, because I can't think of any time where I've been shot by, say, Harlequins in a, whatever their venom's called, I can't remember. Starweaver.
Starweaver, yeah. Skyweavers are the bikes.
Cool. So, yeah. Also, things that are in a vehicle, if the vehicle falls back, they're not allowed to shoot because that counts as having fallen back as well.
Yeah, exactly. Something that I should say that it hasn't always been available, because in the last edition, there was obviously the FAQ that basically said if you were set up 9 away, you couldn't make anything better than a 9-inch charge, even if technically you could. In the last book.
Sure, but in this entire edition, that would have been like discounted, right? That would have been taken away.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just weird when the wires come up, and I think you're probably right. Is that there's Dark Eldar OP, therefore many people playing Dark Eldar because easy wins, and then more eyes and like the odd like random shower thought and so on.
Yeah, exactly. No, maybe that's it. It's like, yeah, random shower thoughts, you know. Today I learned type deal. I'm not really sure. Yeah. It's quite interesting though. Again, it's like Raiders always 1 inch closer than you think. But yeah, I think, I don't know, until you see a fix, this is something you've got to be aware of. That's kind of what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of saying I think it's wrong, but it works.
Where it takes your objective and that costs you a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want someone coming down and being like midway through the game, you're you're like winning, and then they go, "Oh, I'm going to make an 8-inch charge now," and that just loses you the game. So I'm not really telling you. Hopefully, if you want to use it for evil, use it for evil. That's your prerogative. But I'm kind of saying, like, just kind of keep an eye out for these things, because it could catch you off guard. I don't know how many people are playing right now. Maybe in a couple of months, if it's still not being addressed, especially in the UK. I know in the US, you're pretty much everyone in the US and that's playing, and then down under, they're all playing, having a great time, which is great. Maybe so a couple of months we can start playing again, And it's just something to be aware of. It's not something I'll do on the channel though. It's like a bar report,
No,
I'll talk about it. I won't do it though.
Yeah, it's just jank at that point, isn't it? It's just It's one. Question for you though, in the same vein. Let's say we're at a tournament, and it's your tournament, and someone says, "Hey, my opponent wants to do this," and I don't think that's right. How would you rule it? Because you have the power of God at that point. Whatever you say literally goes.
So obviously, I'm running an event in August. Well, 2 events in August. Which, if you want tickets to come to the second one on the last weekend in August, you could definitely jump onto the event into the Hellstorm 5, the Chainsword. I'm probably going to add a little thing in the pack that just says like, the WTC FAQ that basically says use the silhouette of the vehicle as part of the model for in terms of charging to determine measurements.
Would you use the WTC FAQ for everything then? Would you say that the FAQ is enforced? Because some of that I don't think is the right way to play.
No, I wouldn't. But I probably would use it as a reference if a rule question did come up and see what they think.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say the WTC FAQ is in. I'd say that this particular rule that I've copied and pasted is in, but not everything. Because I don't like it. I don't like a lot of it.
No,
I think I don't like some of it. I like a lot of it. So,
and for me, it's the one about the Necrons and the reanimation protocols where they've just literally written the rules of the game to suit their own version, and that's fine. It's your version of 40k. You can do what you like with it. But that to me is just like, I don't understand why.
Yeah. So I think like you can use it as a reference point. I think. And be like, what do they think? Does that sound right? If it doesn't, then make your own ruling. That's what I think.
I've got another weird question about this, which leads on to you to be able to talk about something which I know you're quite passionate about. Does this mean then, when people are using the new super cool aid for streamers that artificially, augmented reality, the table?
Yeah.
Are they going to have like 8.99 inch distance on the circles?
Well, I'm not sure how it handles 3D shapes. I know it handles spaces really well.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure. I just realized I've still got the Wii Music Shop on. I'm not really sure how it handles like 3D bases.
Okay.
3D models, sorry. I know it handles bases. So what we're talking about is the Kickstarter by Minotaur Gaming, which I backed. I backed it as well. Can't wait for my free t-shirt.
Nice.
But that's a streamer-based augmented reality software which is used for live coverage or battle reports. And I spoke about it in the Drakari versus Death Guard battle report. If you want to check it out, that we probably recently kind of spoke about in there, what core usage you could use it for.
We've discussed it on stream as well.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Pro for me.
Do I have a link? Go on Facebook, search Into the Hellstorm Chainsword. It'll come up, I promise. There's going to be just over 20 tickets available. So it's a weekend event. 48 players. Should be very fun and very epic.
I'm not saying it's an easy event, because no 40k event is easy. But if you sign up to any tournament, sign up to that one, because
I'll look after
the one that's being at the start of the month is so savage from the player list on that.
It is a bit of a Shark Tank, the first event, but it's now fall, so don't worry.
But hey, it's 6 games, we can lose one and still come out champion. It's all right.
Yeah, exactly. Have they mentioned the official GW post today that the models can officially be used on any base they previously had? Is this Warhammer Community or official Games Workshop? Is Warhammer Community? I'm not interested because they say a lot of things.
Official, like yes, you can totally use your money this month to buy whatever you want because you're going to buy Curse City next month.
Yeah, exactly. So
that
one. Wait, this stream is still going. Yeah, we stream 2 hours every single Monday. We'll be doing the Whip Gallery soon, though, so exclamation point Discord to join the Discord and show up what you've been painting while maybe listening or what you've been working on recently. Let me know.
I have to be active here on time tonight. I'd be sticking around for a whip if we started earlier. But
yeah, if not, you can just shoot at 8J if you need to.
Okay,
that's cool.
I like doing the whip part of the show. Always torn between like eating, using the loo, and watching the whip.
What's the RA change? What Jay was talking about? The RA change?
What's reanimation?
Reanimation.
RP protocols.
Yeah, so
it's a different way of running it, which I'm not happy with.
Yeah, it's just kind of nerfs. If you want to go look, just search WTC rules or FAQ. You can have a nosy, but it just doesn't work quite the same way as it does specifically say in the codex. As long as Jay sees the memes from one of them, then that's okay. Okay, let Jay do memes and then he can go.
Okay.
Still sure on making money. I don't understand what that's in reference to.
Anything?
I put
Stream
the Facebook
still being alive?
Yeah, I put the Facebook in Discord memes. Okay, Aaron, I'll have a look in a minute then. Are there any resources?
Is it sizes thing?
The official base size thingy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't allow it. I might have. I don't know how I'm going to put it into rules pack. I'm probably going to put like, use the LVO base guide, the unofficial base guide.
Yeah,
it's the most official thing we've got.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's half of it, isn't it? Like, here's a worldwide tournament organizer, and it's what their thoughts on the matter are. I think that is about as official as we get. We don't have
exactly.
like just a governing body, and we're about to have. And we had planned to talk about this in a bit more detail, but obviously,
I don't
our
think
maths lesson.
I think it was a good chat there, the maths lesson.
Oh mate, I loved it. That was one of the best parts of a stream we've had in a while, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's very illuminating and very useful. But we're about to have another governing body in 40k, to a degree, based in the UK. The UKTC, obviously, kind of similar to the WTC, the ITC, and so on. It's another one.
Yeah.
Maybe UK tournament result.
Yeah, maybe we can go into more detail next week. But essentially, there's a group of people, the UK tournament organisers, are looking at bringing in some UK tournament trackings in the similar vein to the ITC, but making it UK only. Because the problem is with the ITC now is that it's very hard to compete outside of the US because they have so many large events compared to the UK. And the UK is getting a lot of large events this year, but it's hard to compare still because they just have such a mass pool of players compared to the UK. So there's talks of making a UK tournament circuit where you can win prizes, probably at the LGT being the final. Which you'd only have to attend the LGT to really compete for the UKTC.
Yeah.
And then, like, win prizes like Best Northerner, Best Scottish, Best Welsh, Best Scouser, Best whatever.
Best action as well. So if you really want to win a trophy, then start playing Corsairs.
Yeah, Best 40k YouTube channel. I'll take my award right now. YouTube channel player, as you know.
Yeah, because there's no competition based on that.
No, there isn't.
You've got it, bro. I believe.
Yeah, I've got it. What would the rules be? Tea must be provided as refreshments. I talk about my rules. Yeah, that's rules.
Toby still. Did he ever get promoted past them?
Isn't that the reason the ETC is a thing? The ETC is team championships, not tournament circuit.
Yeah.
Tournament circuit. But it does, but not in a good, it's not in a good way. broken, beaten, scarred, we would say. So yeah, tournament circuit is about tracking national tournament players, no, rather than like a championship, which is just like an event. So it's cool though. Sounds like cool. Again, maybe we'll talk about it more next week. We are coming towards the end of the show, so I'm gonna look at memes in 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to ask any other questions before we move on to it. Aaron says he really likes the purple on the robes, Jay.
Oh, cheers. It's one of my favourite colours, actually, we've used for this, which is Vallejo Sunset Red, which is basically like a super hot pink.
Yeah,
Love
cool.
it.
It's cool.
And we've just done a load of Vallejo Model S steel, so like a slightly blued metallic on this, but then we added in a little bit of turquoise ink to the metallic, and you still get really good coverage. You can see it's not patchy. It's done all right, apart from maybe the axe up here and a little bit on the stick. But otherwise, it's gone on really well, and it's got a nice blue effect to it. So we're getting a massive bit of contrast between the two notes, really making those robes come to life.
That's cool.
Yeah. This was one of the giveaway minis from last month, and the winner of this previously won a miniature that got painted by Damien Pedley, who's an artist on the team now, the Specialist Games team. Really good painter. And he asked them for a synthwave version of the Necromunda Ambot. And when he won this, he's like, can I have the same sort of thing, but in reverse? So he's done blue with bits of pink. You do pink with bits of blue. I'm like, yes, bro, I've got you. So that's what we're doing.
Nice.
How's your painting? You've been doing a little bit of painting in the mornings recently.
Yeah.
What have you been working on? Because obviously the Zench project, has fallen.
It's still on the back burner, the Zench project after the disaster. I'm currently working on Age of Sigmar because I've got a bit of a hype for that at the minute. I've built up lots of Necrons because I feel like I'm going to try and do like a big spray session.
Nice.
I've been working on, as you mentioned, the Lord of Blights, who I can pull up.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm gonna have to jump into Discord. That's all. Because I posted pictures in Discord. So make sure you join if you want to see stuff. Oh, that's an old pic. Never mind. Where did I post the other one? Damn. I pulled up a pic at the start of the stream. I'll post it on Instagram, didn't I? There we go. I'm getting there. I'm nearly there. So I finished painting the Lord of Blight, so I picked up on Saturday, which is cool. Again, really nice miniature. I went a bit further. I did some like weathering, like I did on my Cursed City Skeletons, in terms of rust and the oxidation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks, man. I've also been painting some Bone Reapers once again. I've nearly finished 50 of these bad boys now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just
like
cool.
Blue looks good.
Yeah, thanks, man. So yeah, I've just been working on them for the past few weeks. Because there's obviously 50 of them. They were like basically just sprayed like 2 weeks ago, and now like 20 are done, and then 30 of them are in this position where I'm like highlighting the gold. Then I just need to do the swords, do the eyes, and a couple of jewels, and then I work on all the shields all at once, which is cool.
Nice, really good. Nice to see some progress on them.
Yeah, exactly, which is nice. In the background, it says "Don't poop." It does say "Don't poop alone." That's Cinnamon Toast Ken. I was watching PewDiePie at the time. It's
I don't have to watch him.
It's a TLC show about Cinnamon Toast Ken. That video, and it was like some twins that do everything together. They share a boyfriend. They can't poo without each other and stuff. Very funny.
That's weird.
Yeah, a bit weird. Yo, Mikey, the Aussie outdudes you're doing, do you reckon they'll bring out a unit of archers like the Warband? Maybe. I think they might do.
The fastest way to break Sigmar is to give you ranged weaponry.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Like shooting in a combat game just doesn't work. So, I'm new to the channel. Do you have a favourite 40k faction? Stephen, it's Blood Ravens. My favourite 40k faction, the Space Marines. I did a whole video about them. It's called Warhammer Community Don't Like Blood Ravens. Because they don't. Because, it's funny. Funny video. What archers do you mean I'll print you one? Is it something in the lore or something? Or
No, it's the not Warcry, the other one, Underworld's warband. They put some archers in.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But to answer another question that you put in the chat was questions for you both. What's the best tip you can give to a new player? Like, is there any essentials you should bring that you wouldn't normally think of? I'm going to assume that you mean like to just a game. If you're a new player, probably not going to a tournament. So bring something like bring refreshment. Yeah, get some water. Help keep your brain hydrated, and there's a lot of things to concentrate on. And then my biggest piece of advice to a new player is don't get bummed out about losing. Just learn from that loss. Like find out why you lost and away you go.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Forge Breaker is Negro Gold from Scale 75. And if you were on my stream, I'd say to put exclamation point paint, and you'd get that.
There you go. First founding Marine Legions, worst to best. Go. All of them are terrible. Blood Ravens are the best.
No worries, the best.
Okay, so let's have a look at some memes now. Meme time. Meme review time. Is everyone ready for meme review? Are you ready, Joe?
I'm gonna head off the
memes
though.
Yeah, cool. Go for it. I came looking for copper and found gold. Have you seen the crab? What do you think to crab?
I think the best two models in that warband are the crab and the fish. The rest, I think, look really boring.
Yeah, but crab.
The crab is amazing.
I saw a meme
Fish is great.
I saw a meme and shared it. It was like, after the success of crab, we now have Primaris crab. Again, my Twitter has been fired for the past few days. Make sure you follow me, !Twitter or !social to find all my social media. This one. After the success of crab, we now have Primaris crab.
Yeah, looks good to me, man. On an upgraded base size.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of bionic in there.
Got a bionic eye. Bigger claw.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look at some more memes. After GWCs are popular doing claw raids, wouldn't be surprised this is next Primaris captain. Maybe. How it felt after the Custales sell through.
Awesome.
Excellent. Shout out to Arkham Castles and sort of that Custades army. What a legend.
Well done.
Top mod. Employee of the month.
Awesome. Great job on getting those headshots as well.
Yeah. If you ever see like a good reaction, save it and post it in the meme templates. I do use them. Wow, look at this Photoshop. Jake, you're no longer employee of the month. You've been demoted. How do I downvote? Oh, I need downvote. We're just gonna put a really bad emote. There you go. We did a sick. Yes! Yes! Excellent template. Look at that ass.
It's horrifying, really.
What do you mean it's horrifying? Got like 400 likes on Instagram. That's good. Look at it. Look at it. That ass. That ass, though.
Good.
Bio ass. 400 likes is good when it's not like a painted miniature.
Sure.
But you want me in lederhosen? Is that what you prefer?
Apparently, that is what we prefer. Yeah.
That's what you prefer because he's eating your face.
I think maybe it's more like the blue face. That's what we prefer. Blue face is king.
Blue face, purple legs. That's what we like.
Yeah.
Bio ass.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. That's better. Well done, Jake. Who posted this? Oh, it was Stab. Well done, Stab. The secret maths at being good at 40k.
Get good.
Great job. My dad bought 15 mangoes. I didn't tell my mom, so she bought 10 mangoes, and now we are the people from the math problems.
Sorry, it's just what you are.
Yeah. This is me today, teacher Mikey, Professor Hellstorm. Excellent work.
Your mic just cut out then for me. I don't know if it did for everybody else. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Hello. Did my mic cut out? Hello.
Anyway, I'm really sorry to go because I'm going to get ready for my lesson.
Yeah,
there is. Chat, thank you. much. It's been a very entertaining stream. I hope you enjoyed the mass conversation, and I will catch you here next week. So
sure will.
Take care. Take it easy.
Thanks, Jay. If you want to find Jay, bro. If you want to find Jay's own channel, !Mohawk, you can find his channel there, twitch.tv/Mohawk Miniatures. He'll be streaming tomorrow, on Thursday and Sunday, late in the evening at 9 PM UK, and then on a Saturday afternoon as well. So thanks to Jay, what a legend, great chat. Always wanted to custody his army, excellent, excellent. Hot tub moments with Mikey, love it. Excellent work, excellent work. Who's this? Stab again, well done, Stab. Great job, Gumbellino. Love it. You need to be this tall to get a codex. Kai Bong, well done. Oh, great job. 8-inch charge, you say? Yeah, that is the trap card. Well done, Deowag. Well done. Mikey, great artist. Behold my masterpiece. I do still have that marine. He's still on the shelf. Beautiful, Gumbleader. Thanks, man. Oh, brilliant. Okay. The Warhammer 40,000 says, well, guys, have you spotted some of the Orc models we've shown recently are on larger bases than we were previously supplied with? As we have with several other armies in recent years, we're taking this opportunity to move some of our inventory to bases more fitting to the size. In most cases, with Orcs, the new 32mm size. You can use your base, whatever they were provided with, or any base that model has been shown in any of our Warhammer 40,000 publications. If you have older models, you're more than welcome to rebase if you like, and not if you don't. Both sides are considered perfectly official. You don't need to go ripping bases from under 100%, 100+ of your green horde if you don't want to. If you're attending an official Warhammer event at one of our Warhammer World or Warhammer Fest events, either base size will suitably fine. If you're attending an independently run event or are at all unsure, you should always ask and check with the event organizer. So yes, this is a statement from the Warhammer community team. Problem is, it's not like an official statement, you know? It's not like Games Workshop FAQ saying this is what you can do. Now, if that does happen, then fair enough. This is just like a random comment in a post that's just like, don't rebase your orcs. Because they don't, the point of the community team, it's a marketing outreach. You know? That's the point of the community team. The community team isn't your friend, sadly. It's like, they're all lovely people that work there, but they're like the voice box of a company. So what they're saying here is, don't rip your models off your base. We don't want to piss you off. Thanks for the follow, Chapman. So whilst that might be an official publication that's getting leaked early, and that's what they're saying, and then they'll put that out as an official document later, the like designers note, use whatever you like. Sadly, it can't be used as like an official source because it's not an official publication. It's a comment on a YouTube thread, which is from the marketing team. That's what the community team is. It's the marketing team, you know? Everything that you see, every advert you see for Games Workshop is by the community team. It's on the Warhammer community website. It's on the Warhammer Twitch channel. It's on the YouTube channel. It's all advertising. So, whilst the community team, again, I don't want to like not shitting on them. They do a great job. But it's from the marketing. It's to keep the customers happy. You know, that's what their job. That's what they do. And they're all lovely people. They do great stuff for the community as a whole. The Warhammer community, which is made up by people like you in the chat. But the community team is a separate entity, which is for marketing, you know? Go city lesson learned, not trusting that post. Well, yeah, exactly. And as I say, that post in our Alton website, exactly that. So, it's not an official rule in this. This is just a comment on a post by the marketing team. You know? Like, marketing's not bad, don't get me wrong. My entire job is marketing. I promote products, you know? Whether that benefits me or not. I hear the community team puts their tax on square meters. They weren't supplied with them. But yeah, like JW says, the PR division. That's what they do, you know? So, like, fair play to them. But they're just doing the job. But yeah, like Terminators used to come on 25s. And that's how you beat Drakari. Hell yeah, let's go. Also, I really like this Photoshop, whoever did it. Well done, Stab, on this. Excellent. Mono wheel squig. Why not roller skate squig? I love it. Octo wheel. Oh, excellent memes, everyone. I love it. Great job. Great job. Some of my models are on tiny base, so if I don't play, so it won't be an issue for me. I can rebase with abandon. Yeah, exactly. They didn't say that about the Space Marine change. Then they didn't, because it was 10 for any models. Now it's 100, and you're like, nice. Well done, everyone. Let's have a look at what you guys have been working on. Well, let's have a look at meme templates. What you added? What you added today? You got lots of J. Are you reposting them all, Stab? Why are you reposting them all? I'm going to make a folder, I think. I'll make a Google Drive. Like a Google folder. And then I'll like have this as like a submission form. Because we get a lot in here that like aren't very good. And we just get a lot of reposts. So maybe we'll like keep them. We'll separate them up. Thanks for following, Squeak Farm. Appreciate it. But if you want to support the Google Drive, then maybe you should use !Prime and see if you've got Amazon Prime that you could link to your Twitch account to get Prime Gaming. And then you can subscribe right here and give me $5 and steal it straight from the sweet, sweet pocket of Jeff Bezos. And I'd really appreciate it, and your whole family would too. So have a look at stream models. Let's have a look. Face unit for my Werewolf Order chapter. Nice, dude. These look cool. I like these. Like the custom shoulder pads. Very nice. I really like basic models, so if they go officially like all boys and 32s, I'm happy for more real estate. Yeah, exactly. Worked damn hard on that South Park meme. It was good, Gumballina. Well done. Nice work on these, Zidane. Very cool. I like the scheme. Very washed out, but cool. Very cool. Tabletop Infiltrator. Finished my Inceptors. This lot were right paint to paint with the flight stands magnetized. I bet. I bet. !Discord if you want to join in, everyone. They do look good though, dude. You're looking very cool. Very clean. Very subtle. Very nice, like, muted colour scheme. I like it. But when the red helmet really pops. Nice. Nice work. Keep Ash Venari Warden into an Ulthway Warlock. Yeah, that's cool, man. Great job on this. Simple yet effective. Very cool. I like it. Nice work. Nice work. Some more Curse City this week. I think you might have overtaken me now, Dan Stuff. I'm going to take a break from Curse City and get back on the Tyranny train next week. Nice, dude. Got all 10 zombies done. Very cool. Is anyone picking up Soul Blight? We haven't talked about that today. Soul Blight look fun. But nice work on these. You got the blood. I didn't even see the Bloodborne in the back as well. Nice work, dude. Nice. I like it. Nice job, everyone, so far. Beanbag, lots of work to do. I just started on this chap here. First Orca Temp braces are blue for luck. Nice. And if your mum has Prime and doesn't watch Twitch, you can link that to your Twitch account. And that's why my dog has Twitch Prime. Hell yeah, that's and Des. Hell yeah. Well done. Yeah, so if anyone's got Twitch Prime, if your family members are not using it, then got Amazon Prime, just link it to your Twitch account and subscribe here. And you get the Pog meme. Wait till the post say any GW publication. Does that mean that tank bases are already a thing as it was in a White Dwarf? Nice work on this beanbag, and I hope you have a lovely birthday tomorrow. Have fun. Finished loads of models in the last week or so. Forge World Kill Tank for the Orcs, triple Doomstalkers, and a cheeky little hex mark for the Necrons. Nice work on this, dude. This looks ace. Really cool. The cannon colour is beautiful. Very cool. Soul Blight's early AOS range that managed to catch my interest. Fair, fair. Vampires, man. Vampires. Nice work on the Kill Tank, buddy. It looks really cool. We got triple Doomstalker. Where you got that Technomancer with the control node. He need him. Make him BS3. Nice work on these. Very cool. And a Hexmark Destroyer. I want these. I want one of these. It's cool. Cheers, Steve. Have fun. Hope work goes well. Hope it's chill, dude. This looks really nice, dude. Great job. I really want to get one of these. Swarm. Hello, dude. Updated conversion on the Lord of Virulence. Still a lot of work to do and stuff. Gets remakes in the progress. Pick one, front and side. Nice, dude. Looking cool. Got the extra claws. You've converted the feet. Got the loincloth. Got some extra pipes and stuff. Looking cool. Yeah, nice work on the Lord of Virulence. I'd like to pick one of these guys up. Not this one in particular, but I'd like to pick up the I can't convert like you can. I'd like to pick one up because I really like the Lord of Ruins. Also, kind of effects on 40mm square bases. That's what they're on in 2nd edition. Exactly. It's just stupid. It's not really ruling. It's don't get angry at us in the chat. And I just noticed the Ancient is missing a shin. 3 Gravis characters I've been working on. Where's his shin? Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice work on this, dude. I saw it the other day. It looks really cool. So it's a Gravis Ancient. Nice work on this. Very cool. Like it. Dark Angels, I presume. Or is it something else? I'm not sure what that symbol is, but this would tell me Dark Angels. But I can't quite tell the symbol because of the material. Alpha Legion? Can't quite tell. Looks cool, though. I like the conversion. Primaris Apothecary base there. Nice. So you're making a totally Gravis army. That'd be cool. Yeah, I like it. I like the conversion. I like the kit bash. We got him without his shoulder pads. He looks a bit thin there, doesn't he? Winged Hussar themed. What's Winged Hussar? What's that? Okay. The main types of Polish cavalry in Poland and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth between the 16th and 18th century. Well, there you go. Thanks for that. That's cool. Nice. Nice work on these, dude. Looking really cool. Can't wait to see some paint on them. It's going to be really epic. Really great conversions all around, so well done. Actual Whip from Science Pie, working on some Necron terrain once again. Very cool. Missed Arms Day. Nice, dude. Again, these look really cool. I'd love to use them. I've got like a spare set now. I've got like a spare Pariah Nexus book that I need to like probably flog. I bought one and I've just not done anything with it. I'd give it away, maybe. I wanted it for the Heavy Intercessors and the Chronomancer, but I don't know. Hey, thank you much for the raid, Necrog B1. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. Let's get some hype in the chat. Let's show you his best Pogger memes. Let's get some emotes in the chat. Defenders. Thanks so much for the raid, dude. Hope the stream went well. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. We're just going through the whip gallery. You've just missed the 40k show. Hey, Marley, how's it going? How's it going? Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get like my thing open so I can actually see what you're saying. I'll open that up and save it. I'll drop you a follow. Thank you, Necro. I really appreciate it. Playing Lost Crusade. Very cool. Go and drop him a follow. Go and say hello. Who's going to Goonhammer? This guy. I'll be streaming the event. Okay, back to the whip gallery. Forge Breaker entered the speed painting comp, got it done in 2 hours 55, and did very poorly in the voting. Okay. It was cool though. It was very cool. Cheers, Mally. Hope you stream it well. Hope Lost Crusade was fun. Is that the app? Is that the app you were playing? 3 votes. I mean, 3 votes. That's not no votes. That's not no votes. It's not 1 vote. It's not 10 votes, but it's 3. Will you assist the Gibraltar GT? I am currently covering the Gibraltar GT, as long as everything goes well. I haven't booked my flights yet, but it is on the green light now, so you'll be able to fly over there. I won't be covering all tables, but we will be covering the event, Tibbles. We will be streaming the event. This looks cool. I like what you've done with like the crosshatch on the sword. The blending on the cape's really nice. It's a nice miniature. I think you've done a really good job. I think you've done a really good job, Forge Breaker. You should be proud. Again, 3 votes. 3 votes isn't no votes, and that's the main thing. Did you vote for yourself, though? Did you vote for yourself? That's the question. Because that wouldn't be good. Custom Warp Spider Archon. Exarch, not Archon. My apologies. Nice work, Nivius. Looking very cool. Nice. great job on these. Obviously, excellent sculpt, designed and modelled and 3D printed and painted, all by the same dude. So great job, man. And again, appreciate the censoring. I have to regale you in there. Can't wait, Antonio. I'd love it. Be good to meet. A good egg has had to do this in the dining room of my office. Is currently a building site. Yeah, but how cold does he look? I voted for a rad Bloodletter Forge World Champion. Really rich red on an infinite black backdrop. Good photography and painting. That's the thing. If you got, like, if it's an online competition, photography is the biggest thing. You can make a bad paint job look really good with good photography, and make a really good paint job look bad with bad photography. It's really tough. But good, Ed. Great work on this. I love the OSL you've got on oh, what's his name now? Oh no. I can't remember his name. Gortrek. There we go. Great job. I'll tell you something. I'm having a real hard time recently remembering certain words. I don't know if I'm going senile or just losing it. I am having a really bad time remembering words. I know it's there, and I know it, but it's just like real bad time. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if I'm just because I just meme all the time. Maybe I'm getting old. I'm only 27. My brain is definitely going though. I've definitely noticed it in the past few weeks, like a lot. It's very annoying. So we were watching Taskmaster, me and Georgie, yesterday, and there was a task, the final task of the show. If you watch Taskmaster, it's like 5 comedians battling it out, and the task was they were playing ping pong. The ball was controlled by someone, so the timing wasn't an issue, but they had to say a word as they hit the ball. But then the next person had to say a word that started with the letter of the last letter of the word that the person said. So if I said salty, me and you chat was playing. If I said salty, you would have to say a word that started with Y. So you would say Yemen. And then I would have to say a word that starts with N. So I would say neat. Okay, and then you'd start to say something with T, and so on and so on. And I was playing, we like jokingly said, oh, we should play this game. So we were just like messing about last night, and we were trying to play it, and I kept failing, and I was just like, obviously you're under pressure, and it's like a mind game thing, but I just kept forgetting words. I just couldn't think of anything, and I was just like, and then it's been happening a few times. I've just been talking about like random things, and I'll be like, maybe I'm getting old. Overworked brain, mate. Lots of talking. Maybe, Diowag. Maybe. I do a lot of talking. That might be the issue. Mikey couldn't remember Gertrek's name. Everyone cancelled their sub. No, you should sub. You should sub. I need it. I need to do brain training. I need to download Dr. Kawashima's brain training on my DS. So subscribe so I can afford it. Prime Gaming sub right now. If you haven't got one, gift a sub to someone else. It's working from home and not talking to people as much. Yeah, maybe, Ginger Steve. Because I interact with people by text. But I only really talk to Georgie, you know? I hardly talk to people in person unless I'm filming with them. So maybe that's it. I'm 40 this year. I've stored so much in my brain I can't always retrieve it immediately. Tatty Trooper, thank you for stealing $5 for Jeff Bezos. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind of you. Have you got a Prime Gaming sub? You can click subscribe and see if you get one for free. If not, / Prime to find out how to link your account. Anyway. Don't have much time to paint these days, but my custom blade guard. Nice, dude. Very cool. This looks like Boba Fett. I like it. Kaya working on some Dark Angels. Very crisp and clean paint job. Great job. Like it. Like it. Great job. First mini since 1997. I was 3 when you did your first mini. Well, you did your last mini. So great job. I'm now 27. Painted terrain. Yes, I'm that guy. Nice job, dude. Great. Terrain, it's the hardest thing to paint because it's so boring. It always looks great. It's just so boring. Great job on these. Check memes in general before you go. I used to get that at work because everyone's a sodding chatterbox. Because of the pandemic, I spent 99% of my time working in the casting room on my own casting models. Quite a time for my brain. Nice, dear. Great job on these. Looking great. I watched a great video by Warhammer Weekly. He did like a great painted terrain fast. It looks so good, but it wasn't fast. I'm old. I used to paint epic scale. Oh, nice. A nice Pearl Jam. Love it. Got this guy on the go. Still got an arm on the printer. I appreciate the plastic conversion. I mean, the 3D printing aspect. Fair. Fair enough. I like it. Great model. I also want 2 Damacarons. I like that you've used a GW model as a base and then converted it. That doesn't feel as bad to me. But great job. Great conversion. Nice prints. Using water washable with green. Everyone who prints 40k with water washable seems to have green. I always print grey. Don't know why. Nice work. It's Puppets of War for my custom blade guard. There you go. Maybe not 40k, but still stuff I finished today from Infinity Tabletop. Base is 25mm scale. Nice, dude. I played Infinity. Wasn't my jam. But it's a really good game. I found it was too much going on for a little old brain like mine. Can't even remember words, mate. Hey, thank you much for the raid. Epic Dot Studios. Hell yeah. How's it going? Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much. Really appreciate Epic Dog. Big fan of yours, so thank you much for the raid. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind. Really appreciate that. That's very, very cute. Very sweet. Hope your stream went well. Welcome, everyone else. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Mikey. This is Hellstormwargaming. We're doing the Whip Gallery. It's the Monday 40k show. We are slowly coming to an end of it, though. We're doing the Whip Gallery and having a look at what everyone else is working on. But I really appreciate the rain and really appreciate you guys coming over. So rebasing question, as I mentioned, it's an option. They've now converted beast snaggers are on 32mm, 2-wound orc infantry. What basing do you use? So I use 32mm on orcs as well. They're Neil's orcs. But yeah, 32mm. Depends what army. I base my armies differently depending on what faction they're from. Like my Necrons are Martian. My Blood Ravens are like Games Workshop style. My Chaos are like Mud and Nurgle's Rot, for example, or different type of pool of colour. It very much depends on what I'm painting, you know? It always has to contrast the miniature. Epic Dust Studios, don't you worry about it. Thank you very much for the raid. Really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, evening, night, or morning. Have fun, man. Thanks again for the raid. Really appreciate it. But well done, Spark Plug. I'm about to be like chucking everyone away anyway, so it's great. Infinity has tons going on, but my friends got me roped into it. Nice, dude. Thanks again, Epic Duck. Have fun. Resolution Mondays. Let's have a quick look. Like he's working on some Necrons. Some Deathly Necrons. Very cool. What do you do for my Custodes marble effect? So my Custodes already built and painted. I'll try and get a picture up on screen. I'm actually doing marble on the Custodes though. Let me just upload some pictures so you can actually see. But let's have a look. Let's see if we can find a picker. I'm trying to upload the pictures. Oh, it won't upload. Okay, I'll be able to show you at least a couple. Talking about a lot of Soul Blight this morning. Because Neil said, did no one do hobby today? And I said, no, but I did play with these lads and it's loading. Let me just open WhatsApp on my phone and then it might open on my computer. I did Marvel on my Telemon last Saturday. Nice, dude. You're doing a new army, but it's already painted. So I bought... well, I was given an army, sorry. Custodians are the perfect mix of elegance and dignity. Gold and marble, like some gangster bathroom. Yeah. So Arkham Castles gave us a Custodians army. I'm just going to be adding to it, but they're already painted. So I have a real problem with like starting a new army. I find it really difficult to like paint an entire army all at once. So what I tend to do is try and buy an army that I can copy and work from there. It's taken a long time to open this 335 kilobyte image. I don't know why it does this all the time. Rubbish. Hey, Moon Tyranid, how's it going? Was that in payment taken out by Alric? I mean, it might have been. I sent one to Brett. Is that loaded? I mean, there's one picture. There's one picture of the Custodians. I did show them off on stream yesterday, though. I was trying to find an actual picture of what they look like. Dial up for the win. Literally, yeah. It's what's that PC edition, whatever they want to call it. It just like it just loads. That's it. You know? Hopefully there wasn't anything that busted me there. No. Just doesn't load. It's great. So I can't show you, I'm afraid. Let's carry on. We've got the kill tank. We've already seen the kill tank. We've got some terrain. We've already seen the terrain. Fair. And then one last for whip gallery. Shown to Jay, but not to you yet. We got Moon Tyranid's Bellacore. Very cool. Very cool. Like it, dude. Done a great job on this. The colour spread is really nice. Did you suffer from new model syndrome, or did you dodge? Well, you'll have to see in the bar report that's going to come out very soon. Well, let's just say it's very good. You should give all your Custodians army beards, even the tank. Yeah, maybe I have to give the Custodians army a tank beard. Gen chat. What have you tagged me in Gen chat? Thanks. Dr. Kawishima's brain training. It's £2.09. You know, with your Twitch Prime, I could buy this, but you haven't given me your Twitch Prime. So you're going to have to Prime right now. Okay, what can I say? That link is terrible. Have you put a new meme in that I need to see? Behind blue eyes. Very good. Great meme. Musical soda banner bosses on my white sky. Yeah, the Custodian banner is really nice. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Brilliant. A slutty horse. Lovely. Let's have a... How to tell if I... Excellent work. Great job. Great job. Love it. Okay. I think, gamers, if you've just tuned in, we're really sorry, but that is going to have to be the end of today's stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been really fun. This is my 9th day of streaming in a row. I just want to say, if you haven't already, then please, please, please check out the Rightful Ruler Kickstarter and have a look. I've just posted a link in the chat. It's got like 7 days to go, and they are £400 away from being fully funded. So please check it out. Thank you very much to Magoo for the super chat. Get the game and save yourself from old age. Well, thank you very much, Magoo. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go buy myself Dr. Kawishima's brain training off eBay and sort myself out. I don't know if it's going to show anything spicy. No, but I've pledged. I bought $700. Hong Kong. Hong Kong. I put my £100 forward because I want to see it happen. So if you haven't, then please consider donating to the Kickstarter. There's some cool rewards, and it's for something really exciting. So do consider checking it out. Exclamation point Discord if you haven't already to join. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to raid someone. If you're watching on YouTube, I really appreciate you hanging out. And I'll be back next Monday live. You're going to see some videos come out through the week. I've got 3 planned. and hopefully a battle report towards the end of the week. So thank you very much. You've just missed the whip. I'm just about to end. I'm about to raid someone. That's how close to the end we are. So thank you much for tuning in, everyone. Really appreciate it. Who is cool and streaming tonight? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Someone we've not raided before, maybe. Or maybe not raided in a while. Ba-dum-bum-bum. We raided studio a few times now. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're raid electric. You've not done it in a while. Why not? Why not? Bale Fireforge. What's Bale Fireforge? What's he doing? What are they doing? Bale isn't in Warhammer. Oh, they're in art. Why are they in art? I can't find them if they're not in Warhammer. Late epic duck raid, exactly. Does this guy speak English? That's the question.
Been dying to try this.
Yes.
And,
yeah, we'll raid him. Why not? Someone new.
Finally can. Then,
so go and check him out. Go and say hello. It'd be really cool if you did. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. Again, I'll be back live at 6 PM next Monday with Jay. And I'll be on throughout the week. So make sure you check out the YouTube channel, Exploration Point Socials. Did that raid start? Bale, fire. Start raid. Something went wrong. Okay, cool. Twitch isn't working. Twitch broke. Twitch broke. He made those Chaos Knight conversions. Ah, there we go. All right, we'll go raid him then. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for hanging out. I love you all. Have a lovely evening, a lovely morning, a lovely afternoon, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye now, and have fun.